on the internet and you see Trina and you decide, okay, I got paid $400 this week. I'm gonna give Trina $180 so she can spend one night in the Airbnb so she don't have to worry about nothing. If that's what you decide that you want to do, then baby, go
It's up to
ahead.
you. Yeah.
That's you, baby. I ain't knocking you from doing it. I'm just saying you crazy as hell.
Oh man.
She telling you she need $189 a day so she can stay 30 days in a nice Airbnb that
Half
probably
of
will
y'all
look
staying in
better than your
shacks.
house.
That's what I was about to say. Half of y'all probably staying in shacks, and y'all about to give this girl y'all money for her to live good.
She finna be living better than you for the next 30 days with no worries. So she can do her homework and get off academic probation. But that's just me. That's just how I see it. That's the way it run in my mind. I don't think like everybody else. So, but that's just how I see it. And if you decide rich not rich therapist, that therapist, if you decide that you want to give her your paycheck, this week, go ahead, baby. That's look, that's between you, her, and the Lord and your landlord.
Tap the
Miss
screen, please. Thank you.
Miss Pettyrow, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
What's the difference between giving Trina money and, someone spending their money to see a Beyonce or a Chris Brown that they may not be in the best financial status, but that's their entertainment. So they say, well, I want to spend my money on these Beyonce tickets or these Chris Brown tickets. Maybe Trina provides an entertainment service for some people that they want to spend their check on and they want to fund her and her lavish lifestyle of luxury.
I mean, it's the same thing that I just said. If they decide that they want to do that, that's between them, whoever they send their money to, the lords and they landlords. That's between them. You can spend your money on what you want to spend it on. But at the end of the day, if the shit don't be adding up, if I tell you that my rent is due and I'm behind, and I ask you for the money to pay my rent, and then you give said money, but then 15 days later, oh, I'm still getting put out.
Right.
That warrants a question.
That's where
If
the
I'm
problem is,
telling
Peach.
you I have no food in my home and you send me money and I buy press on nails and I still don't have no food in my home after you sent me the money, that warrants a question.
Mm.
So it's not that she's asking for money, get your money, but the reason is her reasons why. Like
Mm.
every other day, you can't keep getting kicked out. Like we just gave you 1,500, you just got 4K. How much are you behind? Like if you just want the money, then just say you
Just
want some
say
money.
that. Yes.
That's what I said this morning. Just say you want some money if you want the money, but to keep saying you get evicted every other day, and we know you got all this money, that's what the problem is.
So
And here's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Miss Petty. Did she close her small business that she had? Because I know at one point she was
She
escorting
had a
people.
business.
I thought she was escorting at one point.
What the
I don't
hell?
know. I don't know if she's still doing that or not.
I
I'm
know
not
when I
sure.
Peach,
first. No, I'm serious. When I
He
first
telling the
heard of
truth.
her, I,
man,
she
hit my
said
cash app up.
she said she was making an ebook to teach young girls how to get paid from selling cob. This was like months ago. I remember her saying this. So I thought maybe she was restructuring her small business.
I don't know. But my thing is,
Really?
if okay, now I do say that, we do provide entertainment. And I've said this multiple times on my page. We provide entertainment. We talk about current events. We do this, that, and the third. We get y'all through your day. So, yeah, if you got it, throw a couple of dollars because there are other things that we could be doing besides being on here entertaining y'all. Some of us do other things off the app so that we can be entertaining on the app, and it takes time. So I do say if we're entertaining and you gonna cut your cable bill, send your people that you watch on a regular basis, vise that money up and send it to them if they're being your entertainment. But at the same time, don't get on here pulling at people's heartstrings. That's
Right.
something completely different.
Different.
You've got a woe is me story every single day as to why you're asking for money versus y'all, I'm providing entertainment, I'm providing a service. Go ahead and hit up my Cash App. That's where the difference lies.
Just ask for the money, god dang it.
I
You
see.
ain't gotta lie.
So I see exactly what everybody is saying. I agree with Petty. It to me, it's really how you phrase it. If you want us to pay for your lavish lifestyle, just say that. But to say that you're going to get an Airbnb, knowing darn well you don't have the money for the next month, that's not asking for support. That's asking for us to fund you, but not in a way where you're saying, hey, I want to be a content creator who has a bunch of people pay for my lifestyle, and I'm going to rent an Airbnb. I need you guys all to pay for it. Say that. Say that. But don't say you're afraid to move in with Kay because of her son. Don't say that you need help because of school, because of all these extracurricular activities. That's not the same thing. I think Trina is afraid to admit the reality is you want us to pay for you. That's fine. Just say that. But you
Just
know,
say that.
people won't do it if you say it that way. But we can already see how it is. Peach gave a great example of, like, these famous people. But Beyonce provides a service to us. Whether you like it or not, she is an entertainer in a different kind of way. You don't have to pay for her shows, and she won't send you an email if you don't.
Somebody let her.
She won't cuss you out if you don't pay for her shows.
Exactly.
She, she won't. If you
Where you
don't
go,
pay
Rose?
if you don't pay the $3,000, $10,000 ticket to go see her show, she ain't gonna cuss you out. And we could talk about how much it is and all this. She'll never jump online and say, well, y'all broke, y'all this and y'all that. So it really just depends on how you look at it.
And let me
Yeah.
say this. I do have a Cash App. My Cash App is $Petty Row Official. I do want to go to Dominican Republic to rub elbows and hobnob with bigger influencers and creators. I do want to do that. So I do have a Cash App up now. I changed the goal last night just to get under Trina's skin. But if anybody want to send $1, $2, $10 for me
Hit
to
her
go
cash
rub
up up. Put it in
elbows
the chat.
with these people. And I ain't lied about it. I've been honest. I done talked about it with my people from day one. So if anybody decide
Oh, let me put
they
my
want to
goal up
skip
here.
McDonald's today and send me $5 so that I can go rub elbows, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, my mortgage is paid. My children got food to eat. I'm finna get ready to go pick up a Walmart grocery order now. Like, my priorities are taken care of, right? But if anybody decided, okay, I got $5 left over this week, I'ma send it to Petty because she do work hard. She do entertain us. Her stupid ass be up in the middle of the night listening to these people shit so she can tell us about it when we wake up because our ass was asleep. If they decide they want to send me $5, thank you. I appreciate it.
And since we're adding cash apps and
Thank you,
stuff,
Sophia.
I am having a
Thank you,
baby
Taylor.
shower on March 9th. If anybody wants to attend my virtual baby shower, now don't worry. AK's baby is taken care of, but if you want it, there's a wish list, okay? There's a wish list just in case y'all wanna join in, okay? I don't okay, that's all. That's it, that's all.
And don't come to the baby shower looking
Thank
for no
y'all for achieving my
meatballs
goal.
neither.
Thank you.
She ain't gonna have no meatballs for you. It's virtual now. Don't come
Hit
to
that
Okay.
the house
cash
with
up up. I
meatballs
Rotel
gotta
did
and
go
post
pasta
it.
today.
salad.
I gotta go. Hit
Link.
that cash
Girl,
up
then
up.
you just have it. See, look at you acting like Trina. You done up your goals since we been in here. Cause you got some
Dang.
people in here. You trying to
All right,
up your
let
goals.
me take it down. Hold on, let me take it down.
You done up your goals. See?
I
That's how
can. I
people
want to play the
do.
Rotel dip. You gonna have a baby shower?
you you know, people come saying,
Hmm.
gonna drop some music.
Of course.
Rose
Yes.
All
just came up here. Was that a mistake, Rose? I
Yeah, they
don't
do
know, but
say
yeah, ain't
close
nobody
down,
knocking
don't
Trina.
do
We're just
that.
knocking, the reason Because how many times you get evicted a month? Come on now. That's it. If you want the money, y'all, just say, I want the money.
I want the money. Give me $50. You can't
Right?
afford to give me $50.
I'm gonna drop.
That's it.
Bye,
That's
girl.
all. Y'all go to Aunt Karen's baby shower.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Peach, what you want, Peach? Peach, what you want?
Well, I just recorded my song, Peachtree Poppy. Now we're finna start working on the music video. And I'm gonna crowdfund for the video. I am. To raise some of the money and I'm gonna pay for the rest of it myself. But I understand what y'all saying. I feel like as long as you're being honest about it, from what I
Yes, be
what I
honest.
receive, it's okay. I guess if I was to say like I'm getting evicted, I need y'all to pay it and I use the money for the video, that would be different. So I get Petty point. Thank you, Petty, for explaining it to me. I hope y'all have a good day. I know we'll
You're
be dragged
welcome.
about this for the next week.
Have a good one.
All right, people, cash apps is in the comments. I ain't no hater. Hit it. Everybody, what y'all want? Everybody want money. Everybody get the
Look,
bag. God dang it.
it's funny that y'all talking
Yeah.
about this, right? I'm on lunch right now, and I literally was just talking about this in my live. I was saying, like, you can't have a goal, tell people that it's for something, but then when they ask for receipts on how they spend their money, have an attitude and tell them to mind their business. It don't work that way. There's not a place you can go where you can't request an itemized receipt. Nobody spends money today without wanting to know where it goes, right? So it's different. Let's say like you got your goal up there, right? As long as your goal is up there and you're not telling us what it's for, we can't tell you how to spend it. But if I say, hey, look, everybody, I need help with my rent. This is how much I need for my rent. Don't be mad when those who have contributed to this gold fund come and say, well, hey, if we just paid for your rent, why is there a notice on your door? Because guess what? You told me it was for your rent. See, when my sister called me and she say, hey, sis, you got $20 so I can go and buy me some McDonald's. And she come back and she's sitting there smoking on the Mary with my $20. I have every right to be upset because I gave you this $20 with the intention of you eating, not you doing this. People don't seem to understand that. It's all about how you do it. Now, this is what I will say to the flip side. Those who have contributed have every right to ask questions. But if you ain't sent a red cent, mind your damn business. The mind your business is for you. Those who have not contributed. If you have not helped, then no, you don't get to ask no questions. But if you have taken the time and you have helped, and you asked me, like, perfect example, when I had to move, I had put it out there. Hey, look, y'all, I need to get, my landlord is saying that I can't stay next month. I have a month to month. I've explained to my landlord I can't pay you and move. So unfortunately, you go on the back burner. I'm going to take this money that we're raising. I'm going to get this U-Haul truck. I came on here. I showed them the price of the U-Haul. I showed them how much it was for me to get my storage. I had no problem breaking down where this money was going because I understood the thought that other people were helping me get this done. I couldn't ask y'all to help me get a U-Haul, and then when y'all ask me, well, exactly how much the U-Haul gonna cost? And then I tell you, oh, that's none of your business. Well, hell, if it ain't none of my business, you don't need none of my damn money. That's how it go. Like, that's common Good sense. morning.
But
That
Miss
is common
Delightful,
sense.
how you
I
gonna
just want to say
tell
something.
people? Okay, go ahead, Rose. Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna just say this and then drop down because I don't want to catch no strays, right? But I will say this: it is not mandatory for a person to show you receipts. What you could say is that it may make you feel better if you were to see the receipts, or based off of your own good intentions or your moral compass or how you maneuver in life. What you do maybe you know what I'm saying, showing those receipts. A person does not have to show those receipts. So I just wanted to make sure that we clear that. And also, like, if a person is giving respectfully, if you're giving out of the kindness of your heart, it ain't gonna be in my mind to ask you no questions about what it is. Will I peep some shit? Of course. Am I gonna say something out loud about it? Because I know that I put in the energy or the effort to give whatever it is. What you do with it, that's on your own. You got to talk to your God or whatever the fuck you serve about why you decided you wanted to lie or pretend or whatever you feel like this person may have done. So I will say that it's not
I
mandatory.
mean, but
So
I think people feel
I
a certain
think
type
this,
of way.
Rosé,
If you telling me that I need money for rent, right? So in my heart, I'm giving you money for rent. I may not have given you money if you just asked for it. So I think that they do have a right to know
And that's what I was
Exactly.
saying. Like,
I think they do have the right to
I
know
feel like the only way a person
if
has the right
you asking
for
for
a
money for this
specific thing.
specific
Now, if I
reason.
just say I need
Yeah,
help and you just choose to put it, that's different. But if I'm
that's
telling
different.
you and I'm giving this money an assignment, if I gave you this money with an assignment attached to it, then yes, I
Yeah,
do think that it is the moral correct thing for me to be able to ask about that assignment, because the whole reason why I gave it to you
yeah.
was for this said reason.
Right. And the thing of it is that people know if they say it's for one thing, people probably not gonna give. So they're going to give you a reason that will pull at your heartstrings. I think they might sort of kind of like call that theft by deception. I'm just gonna put that out there because you know if you say I want to go get this crack rock, can you give me $10?
Not cracker.
Versus I
And
haven't
nobody gonna
ate
give it to
all
you,
day,
right?
right? Versus I haven't ate all day and I'm hungry. Can you
Yeah,
give me ten
I hear
dollars
you,
so
Roy.
I can go get something to eat? People know what they be doing. And Miss Delightful, how you gonna tell the people to mind their business? Cause you and me be in the same lives minding other
Look, look,
people's
look, look, look,
business
look, look. Let me tell you
every
something.
day.
I tell people all the time, but and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm nosy. Yes, the hell I am. I tell people that all the time. I'm hella nosy, but I don't ask no questions. I just watch.
Trina is in
I
here.
sit back and
She in
watch
here on her daughter
quietly.
page.
Okay, so there's
You
a
know
difference.
what?
That's how I can tell people to mind their business. What I said is if you have not contributed, right? Because you got some people who just want to ask questions and they ain't never hit a cash app or licked on nothing. If you ain't sent nothing, you don't get to ask me shit. Now you ain't never donated to the cause, shut the hell up. You don't get to ask me nothing. But if you're someone who has donated to the cause and you're asking about where your money went, I feel you got the right to ask. If it came out your pocket, you do have the right to ask about it. If it did not come out your pocket, mind your damn business. Period.
If you don't want to
What?
discuss what the
Got-
panel is discussing, you do know how to get up out of here, right? If you don't want to talk about it and you don't want to hear about it, I'm assuming that you know what to do. I would say go to hell, but I don't think $2 gonna say that. I think she'll just say scroll out.
I say.
This ain't my line.
I'm not
This ain't
playing
my
with
line.
Penny.
I do
You
think,
know what
Miss
I mean.
Delightful, that once you make something public, people have the right to question it, regardless if they donate it or not. You made it public.
I don't necessarily agree with that to an
I
extent.
disagree with
That
that.
I don't necessarily agree with to an extent. Like I said, I just feel like if you partake in it and you're asking like where your money went, yes, you can ask. But if you ain't put no money in, I don't feel like you have the right to ask. It's like members of a church. Every year, the church gives their members accountability of where the money went. But if you ain't a member, you ain't on their book. They not sending you that letter. I'm just saying. So, I mean, I feel like if you a contributor, yes, you can ask. But if you ain't contribute, you ain't got no reason to be asking no questions.
Um, I came up to kind
Good
of say the
morning,
same thing
everybody.
that Rose said. I think it's unfortunate to give and then at that point ask someone to give you a receipt or tell you what this is for, because if you're giving and you should be giving from the kindness of your heart, no matter what it's going to be for. If you see someone on the street and you just reach in your, a lot of times we have in our car where we didn't put dollars and change and all of that, and you just reach for that and give it to them, you know not what they're going to do with it. You don't know what they're going to do with it at all, and you shouldn't be concerned in any way. You gave from the kindness of your heart. You saw there was a need and you gave. So for me, it is what it is. If I'm going to give, I'm not going to ask any questions to what it is for. I do find it a little bit much to ask consistently, constantly, and I see no actions of changing your circumstance
hmm
at
hmm
all. That is where I have a little bit of an issue.
I I agree, T Money.
Well, I do
I
be
do.
asking questions cause
I mean,
I'm
I
a ask
donated
too.
clothes, makeup,
yeah,
and
especially if you
everything
telling me that this is what the
to a
money is for.
women's
I want to know
shelter.
if you use it for that purpose.
Yeah,
Right. I
I'm a
donated
ask.
all this stuff
That's
to
just
a
me.
women's shelter. And I wanted to make sure it's going to the women's shelter, not y'all gonna put
Not
it
the
in the
man
store.
shelter,
Right. Not
right?
you
Or
gonna
you
put it in
selling
the
it,
store and sell it and use the funds for something else. I want it to go to the women that come in that don't have nothing, that are escaping domestic violence
Right.
situations. This is where I want my stuff to go. If you're the conduit to be able to do that, then I'm going to give it to you. And also, can I get a receipt for my donation? Because I'm going to put this shit on my taxes because
Right.
I
okay?
paid for this
Charity
stuff.
donation.
I've
Right.
earned the money to pay for the stuff. So give me a receipt so it can show that I've given the stuff to you and I can claim it on my taxes. So
So
if you don't care about where your money go, it's the same thing as me caring where my money do go. It's the same thing. Either you can ask questions or you don't have to ask questions. Either one is fine.
I mean, I'm in agreement with that. My thing is though, the only time I'm going to ask is in a situation like that. Of course, if you're giving to a shelter, you giving thousands of dollars or whatever the situation is. That yes, that's money that can go on my taxes. But I'm not fixing to take a $15 receipt and put on my taxes. I'm sorry, y'all.
I
I'm
just
just not, and I've been
Baby,
doing
that
taxes for a
$15
long
can
time.
make or break or what level you at. So, baby, I'm gonna take that $15 and I'm gonna put it right onto my accountant because
I
that could be a difference on the tax level where I'm at. But see, that's the difference between people. What may seem like a little bit to you may be a lot to somebody else, and you can't
That is
dictate
true.
that on whether they need
Let's
to
not
ask
that.
about that little bit or a lot.
I get what you're saying, but I haven't seen it change anyone's taxes in any way. I just ain't seen $10 and $15 change your the
Well, let T
taxes.
Money
I
send
mean,
me
it could put you in the next tax bracket.
T
It could
Money,
put you in
T
the
Money,
next tax
send me
bracket.
fifteen
You right
dollars.
at the
Since
border.
$15 don't mean that much to you, send it to my cash
Hit
app,
that
please.
cash app right there.
I
$50
just want to put this
love
as a
y'all
quick little
funny.
disclaimer for those who may not know that 50 cents
Shit, I was asking.
50 cents alone can change your tax bracket, and you can go from
Right.
getting food stamps to having to pay everything on your own, baby,
Big
with
fact.
Bingo.
50
It ain't
cents.
changed
Okay,
for me.
50
One
fucking
penny. They
cents.
can do about you 1 penny over.
It's because I felt that because I was 3 pennies over, and they took
And
took
they
my
told
shit
your
from me,
ass, hell no. Who
and
you
I did
telling
not,
Yep.
and
that?
I
They
tried
not
to
playing
take it
by
back,
that.
Yep.
and they
They
wouldn't
ain't
take
never
it back.
gave me food stamps, so
I tried to change the number.
I can't speak to that. So
I can. That shit hurt when they tell your ass you make too
three
much.
cent over, baby. It
Shit.
hurt. So I'm just saying it do shift
See,
some
I
shit.
be making sense, don't I? I be telling the truth, ain't
now, I
But I
mean,
Sometimes,
do
I've
I do
been
sometimes
want to
told
say
that's
I
this
true.
make
though.
too
I do
much.
want to
I
say
wish I
I
this
could get a
make too
lion.
much to get
that
food stamps.
there's a lot of people like this conversation is more surrounding what you hope someone's characteristics are, right? This is a lot. This has to do with your perception of what you think integrity is.
Mm-hmm.
And so the disagreements or the confuse not even confusion the disgruntlement that a lot of people are having is that they are hoping that a person is going to do what they would do if they were in the situation. So as for example, Miss Delightful said she was in a situation and she said that she would hope that this person would do the things that she did, i.e. show receipts of whatever she had purchased with the money that she had raised for whatever specific reason. But everybody doesn't operate the same.
that's
And
true.
so and
That
so
that is
it's
definitely
it's
true. I
very
agree.
difficult to hold someone to that point because everybody's perspective is different based off of their moral compasses and how they were raised. I
I
just
mean,
want
because that is what I said in my live. When I said it yesterday, I said, but that's what integrity looks like to me. Integrity looks like to me that if I ask you, hey, look, y'all, I need to get these U-Haul vans, I need to get these storage, this is how much it's going to come up to. If someone has contributed to that, then I do feel like if I have like, it to me, it's only right to let them see that what I've said is what it is, right? Versus telling somebody to mind their business. Now, once again, if you ain't contributing, you don't get to ask me nothing. If you ain't helping, mind your business. But if you're partaking in the help, I don't see why it would be an issue to let you see where it's going. But to me, that's how I think. That's the accountability, and that's the, that's the integrity of it. Like if I tell you that I need X, Y, and Z for ABC, and you ask me about ABC, and you've helped with X, Y, and Z, I have all it to me, that is exactly how I'm supposed to do about it. So
Hi.
I totally agree with what they said because that for me is exactly how I handled it.
I think I disagree. I think it's been transparent. I don't have no issue with Trina. Actually, still friends with her on here.
Who's that
Just
talking?
been watching it. I disagree. I think that's called being transparent. If I'm advertising that, hey, I'm raising this money because I'm about to get evicted, you do owe me. I've never. I don't know how
Who
y'all.
is that talking?
Who's
I have
talking?
no idea. I
Your
don't
mic's
care.
I'm
not
Like,
sorry,
lighting up.
who is
sweetheart.
that? Desi?
Who's talking?
It's
Your mic's not
Desi.
lighting up.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not
Desi, your
lighting up
box
for
Yeah,
not
because
me.
your
lighting up.
your
That's
box
why.
Who is
wasn't lighting
Desi?
up.
Okay.
Right before you finish that, just 1 second, please. Can everybody please tap the screen, share the live. The host does have a goal up top. If you guys
I
continue to
do.
contribute a dollar, whatever you can would be great. And again, please contribute to the panel, the host, and please
Or
continue to
a
tap the
lion.
screen.
Or a lion. Either or.
You know, I
Go
Or
cannot.
ahead,
both.
go
Or
ahead, Miss
both.
Desi.
I disagree. I think it's transparency. Like if I say like, "Hey, I'm getting this," like I've never given to a place where I can't ask them questions, where they didn't have brochures, where they didn't show me pictures to what my money is going to, where they didn't tell me what their mission was. Like, so let's not act fake about it. I normally don't say nothing, but I think that's phony to be like, oh, I think also it's not good to
Oh, clock. I
weaponize
was about to say.
Thank
mental
you.
health and don't weaponize your children. Thank you for the gifts. Yes, don't weaponize your
Thank you,
kids,
Glock.
and then don't weaponize somebody else's child. Like I'm all for getting your money. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I would have sent a backhand message to all my friends like, "Yo, I'm trying to hustle real quick on the social media streets. You know what I'm saying? You see me on the streets asking for money, mind your business." You know what I'm saying? And then like kept it real with my peoples. So that way, you know what I'm saying, do some PR. Like if we gonna hustle the right way. Like, I think that if you're going to ask for money for certain things, you owe everybody, even somebody that's interested in donating. I have a right to ask before I give you this money, what is it going to? And if you choose not to show your receipts, you are not being transparent in your mission of operation. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for having me up too.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you for coming up. We
So,
appreciate it.
You
so
got a nice voice.
So deception and whether or not somebody, when they're asking for something, you told that line if you are not accurate with what you're asking it for. For example, Trina had asked for people to help her raise money to get her daughter's hair done. She was going to take her daughter to the salon to get it done. Next day, we look up, Trina's doing her hair. Well, now that's two
Karen, she
different
said
things.
she already paid for it. When she
No.
ran down that, listen, hold on. I heard
I don't know
her.
where she at. I think she in here.
She was on live after Rose them had been in there helping her raise all of that money. And obviously somebody had asked her what she did with the money. And she went through this whole tirade. She was like, y'all, it wasn't even really that much money left. She said, I got these fingernails, them press-ons that she got. She said, I got these fingernails. I bought some pants. I paid for somebody to professionally braid my daughter's hair. She said she already paid for it out of that money that was raised with the crowdfunding session. So
So
then we just watched her yesterday put them Miss Seeley plaits in that baby head.
right. So and that's what I say. So like you, but if she would have
Wait the
said,
fuck a
and
minute.
and she would have said like, hey,
Petty
I'm going to
Roll,
do my
please.
daughter's hair, so I need the money for the braids. I
Damn,
need the
Petty.
money to go to the beauty supply, get whatever beads, I don't know, whatever her daughter wears and don't wear, beads, hair, whatever. And product, can y'all do that instead of saying I'm taking my
Getting
daughter
it professionally done, yeah.
to get it, because that's where you toe that line, because then it makes me feel as though you only raised up the salon money because you knew that was a higher cost instead of just saying I need to go to the beauty supply and get this
Just
done,
pack
this,
of
that,
dollar
and the
beads and
other.
some gel and some money that's in here.
So
Yeah.
I say that's my own experience. I
So
also was reached out to for tampons and food, and I'm a doula, so I work with a lot of families, so I'm able to support. Like with menstrual, I'm like, well, what you need, I can send you a care package. Didn't hear nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just be real with everybody. Like I said, I don't knock nobody hustle. You know what I'm saying? You can do your thing. I'm gonna watch you do your thing, but I just don't like being lied to. Be transparent about your hustle. Literally, the people that supporting you go on the back end. All you gotta do is message us. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel it in my spirit to move no more, so I stopped moving. But if you see you about to hustle, just message the people that you have made a connection with and say it. Again, also, I don't play about mental health. I want to say when you are spiraling, do not include someone else's children in the context of making them dangerous. I can't get down with that. And I'm going to speak on it every single
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry.
If we talking about children, we talk about protect your children, we talk about protect everybody's children. So I don't care who you are in this app. When you get out of line and you weaponize your child, weaponize traumas in your life, I have an issue with that. So I'm going to address that. And I don't care if you block me, but I'm always going to say, I don't care who you are. We can't just pick on certain people for their children and the actions that they do, but not judge all. I don't have no issue, but I have an issue with that right there. I don't like when people weaponize their kids and weaponize their traumas and use their kids' traumas as a reason for the other person being quote unquote some type of dangerous. I don't like that.
That's true. And but see, when I said about stuff that was said about people using people's
You're a
children
bully.
as excuses, right? I was a bully when I brought up that some stuff was said that I did not like. Then I'm a bully, but I can only repeat what I've heard online. So if it wasn't said online, then I wouldn't know about it. How can you tell somebody that they can say whatever they want to say online, but you can't talk about it now? You can't repeat it. You can't say nothing about it. You can't say if you see a problem with it, or maybe that should not have been said. You got to let everybody do what they want to do. But as soon as you say something, you're a bully or you're out of line. How am I out of line when you said something about your child that I find a problem with? You was just talking about James and what happened with his child. Why is that not bullying? You can talk about somebody else's kids because they put it online. They made it public. But as soon as you do something with your child online and make it public, can't nobody say nothing. It's bullying.
Hold on, Patty. Can I acknowledge something right before my phone goes off? Because I'm at lunch. I do have to go back to work for those who are on the comment asking questions. It's funny. There's a lot of people want to say I'm just like Trina. Baby, I'm nothing like Trina. And there's nothing against her. Anytime I ask for help, any help I've asked for had been seen. And when the last time y'all heard me ask for help? Baby, I've moved into my place. Y'all didn't even know that. Now, just for those who need to see it, because maybe they think I'm full of bullshit, baby. Nothing has Delightful ever said that she hasn't done. Delightful sitting here at her job right now, baby. So I'm about to clock back in right now. So no disrespect to Trina, no disrespect to her at all. But baby, I do work. Okay, I have a 9 to 5, and y'all haven't heard me say I needed anything. Why? Because I've actually moved into my own place. When I told y'all I had to move, baby, y'all right, y'all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, but I also want you to
Thank
clock.
you.
I also
I
want you to.
believe that says CVS, baby. I work for CVS.
I wouldn't
But for
even
those who
show.
are
I wouldn't
wondering,
really show people, but I also want you to clock your tone and how you responded, because I think that underlying tells how you
because
truly
it's
feel.
irritating.
No, no, no,
I'm
no, no, no,
sorry,
no, no, no.
Karen.
But
I'm
delightful,
irritated when
delightful,
people try to do
delightful.
that, though.
I want you to understand how you responded to that and said you're nothing like Trina. So in actuality, I think you agree with a lot of what we're saying, because you responded in such a way to distinguish yourself from Trina in a very big way. I don't know if you clocked that, but you were saying like,
Excuse me,
I
Karen.
said I was going to do something and I did it.
Excuse
I
me. Excuse me one moment. Excuse me
no,
one moment.
no, I
Sorry.
was
This is
no, I was
just
talking. And so I just want
excuse
you to.
me. I'm a mod here. I just need to state something
I
real
will say that
quick.
you know what I did. Y'all correct. You got that.
There's
But I do have to
there's
clock back in, so I'm gonna.
excuse me one
Go
moment.
ahead,
There's
Candy girl.
700,
Go.
okay, 763 people in here. I would like to send a special shout out to Alexis, Black Widow, Tabriel, China One, Keita, Brittany, Riri, Rose, Queen, Ken, Empress, Pages, KR Smooth, Betty, and Motown. They are the ones that are consistently tapping. So of the 760 people in here, there's less than 20 people tapping. Can we just get the taps up, please? That's all I want to say. Y'all can continue.
I just wanted to say that to Miss Delightful, because I
Thank
think
you, Candy.
you felt a certain kind of way when somebody compared you to Trina, and that said a lot about your true feelings. Because I do think you really do believe that Trina should show every receipt, because just the way that you responded. So that's all I wanted to say.
I'll say you correct. You're right about that. Because that is the one thing about it that to me is different. I do believe that is where we are different, is that I am transparent. Anytime I've asked for help, I had no problem showing what I was asking for help with. So I do say, like, no disrespect to her, but in that one area that I do think that, it could help her not have as many issues if she was more transparent about what she's doing, yes. So I see that. I can take that. I can definitely take that and be like, that's correct. Because to me, I feel like the issues that she's having, some of the heat that's going her way, is because she's refusing to be transparent. I feel like it's not that people don't want to help. How do I know? Because I've gotten help from others, right? But part of the reason why people were willing to help is because they knew where their money was going. They did know where it was going. I made it very clear. I was very transparent about what I did, what I needed, and where it was going. So transparent, I can definitely take that corrective criticism because you're correct. I do
Big
find that.
Glock.
Yeah, that definitely is the difference. But I gotta drop y'all.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you for
All
coming
right,
up. We
thanks for
appreciate
coming
you.
Good
up.
to see y'all later.
Shout out
Can
to
I say
Faye. Her
something right
finger
quick?
is hurting.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Can everybody send me $1, please? I'm trying to go to the Dominican
Yeah, look,
Republic.
everybody cash up with us in the audience.
Can everybody send me
Yeah,
$1? There's
Everybody cash up everybody.
788 people in here. I'm trying to
Payroll
go.
want to go to the DR. Karen having a baby
You didn't
shower.
say it right.
Candy.
I
It's
need to
the
get my nails
Oh,
Dominican
done,
Republica. It's the
and it's a
Dominican
oh,
lot of stuff
Republica.
going on with me.
the Dominican Republica.
Yeah. Somebody put my Cash App down now.
Shashanya want to go on a cruise.
Okay, I'm sorry. Therapist, can you please come up? Because I've been asking you to come up here. Can you come up here? Because the information that you are providing in the
I can
chat
put my
is genuinely
cash up
confusing
in.
me. And I've been around. I've been seeing what's going on. I'm just not saying my own opinion. However, like you're
I
making
can see her
statements
down here.
and
She
I'm
private.
and I'm genuinely questioning, like, do you actually understand what is transpiring, or are you just like trying to prove your loyalty right now?
Trying to
Is
prove
she
they
private?
loyalty.
Hold on. Let her see. I need a box. Okay, let me see if she's willing to come on it.
So where is Trina?
Well,
Trina
Oh,
don't want to
take
come
me
up
with
here.
you, Glock. Can I get in your suitcase?
um,
Where you didn't ask for Trina
Where's she at?
too?
All I
Say it
know
again.
is,
I
like
don't know.
I
No,
said,
say what? Not.
if
I don't know. I think she got me blocked on this page.
if that
Oh, okay.
lady got an
Y'all can
eviction
share the lie to
notice,
her. I'm sure she in here.
if she got the paperwork showing where her landlord said,
Let
you
me
know
check.
what, we've decided not to extend your lease. Any of that, I'll apologize. I don't think the lady ever did get an eviction
Hey,
notice.
Thibodeau.
I don't think none of that.
There
I
was.
think she wants to be a full-time content creator and she can't figure out how to make it hit. So she needed something else to get some money in the meantime, and she knows what to do to play on people's heartstrings. She uses housing. That is her hustle. Her
there it
hustle
is.
is housing. Okay? Because who gonna sit up and let somebody with a child get put out if they can help it? Nobody. But if she say, y'all, can y'all help me till I get a stronghold on this content creating and figure out how I'm gonna make it work for the long term? Can y'all help me?
Well, I
It's
will
gonna
say
be a
that the
different
first
lick
time,
there.
the time where I came and contributed in her broadcast and helped raise that money, within 30 minutes, might I add.
Are you talking about the time when you guys had that dance off? I'm sorry to cut you off.
That same
Rose, we
day,
know
yeah,
you a
that
big
same.
fish, girl. I mean, I ain't
So
don't take that the wrong way. I know I said big fish. But baby, we know you bring out the thing, girl. You ain't gotta keep reminding us. We know you
nah, I
bring
gotta
it
let
out
people
there.
understand because here's the thing, right? I've been catching like slight strays here and there, and I'm just
Oh,
making sure that we all understand like what's going on without me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want a fallout. I don't want that. I don't want to be catching all these fucking strays and shit, and then like I take it to hell because that's not what I want. I've been trying to be extremely neutral for a good little minute, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
okay.
However, I just have to remind individuals of what actually transpired because a lot of people don't really know what really is going on. It's just a lot of people who may just not like an individual who's just talking out the side of their neck as opposed to actually having information to stand on.
I got
So,
you.
so
Where's the
that
therapist lady at?
so the day that
Oh, there you go. She
we
gonna come up.
helped her, it was K Dub, me, Alex, and a few other individuals who were in the room, and we raised that money. She actually had a paper that was saying that she had an eviction. That
I
when
think
I
I
saw
remember that.
that, right, that me actually seeing that piece
I
of
remember
paper
that.
is what, you know what I'm saying, had me like, okay, I'm gonna come up and we gonna make sure some shit shape, because in everybody's mind it was, we got to make sure that that baby got somewhere to lay her head. That
Mm-hmm.
was everybody's mindset. That baby needs somewhere to lay their head. She also explained in grave detail about the fact that she had forgot to pay some rent, and she had paid the first 2 months of the new year, but apparently she had forgotten some bills or whatever prior to, and those were the ones that they were holding against her. However, how that works, and so she showed that
They said that was
information.
Legion paperwork. That's what they said in
Right.
the
Well, I
comments.
mean, the reality is she showed the information. We raised we raised the 1,500 that she needed, and she was given extra just to make sure that she was cool. And then we did a CA battle just to give her extra, you know what I'm saying? Just so people can see that she's actually working for it, as
I
opposed to
remember
just
that.
sitting around. You know what I mean? Like just sitting around and looking like what it's looking
Who
like
is
right now.
it?
Do you
It's
remember the
Thank you.
time? Abundantly, do you remember the time the mafia helped pay her rent so she wouldn't get
Mm-hmm.
kicked out? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I just
Therapist,
wanted
are
to
you
make
gonna
sure
come up
everybody
here?
knew.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just
sure
wanted
do,
to make
Jen.
sure everybody knew.
Therapist said
Like every
no,
other
that
week.
they gonna reach out to Rose on the back end because she
Oh,
thought
okay.
they was better than this public stuff.
I sure do,
So,
Better than
Jen.
what?
baby,
I
Okay,
mean,
she
but
hold
ain't
you're
on.
making
coming.
comments in
She
public though.
ain't
So what's the
coming,
Can
difference? You
baby.
somebody
making
send me
comments
the
in public,
jets?
and I
She
like
ain't
you,
Yeah,
coming.
therapist. What's
I
up?
do. I do want to say this though, because I really have been catching a whole lot of strays, and I have not said anything. And a lot of people have been clocking a lot of them
Strays.
strays that I've been catching. No, uh, yeah, I've been catching strays. Like we're big time, okay, big time. So I don't understand why is it that once I open my mouth, it's giving like Rose need to shut up. I ain't even gave my opinion on nothing. Like I didn't put my own personal anything or how I feel on shit. We just been providing information. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it that I thought we were better than what exactly? Because you're in the comments speaking. Mind you, I actually contacted you in private, like, hey, do you actually know the information that you're speaking on? Because you're in the comments looking like you're confused. But you chose not to respond to those messages. So now you want to have a private conversation. I don't
Oh,
like
you
that
talking
from
to
you.
the therapist? Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't I
Come
don't like
on,
that
yeah,
from you.
therapist. Come on, yeah. What's you already you comment in public? Everybody can see a comment down there. You might as well drop in the box.
I
And
just
that's
want to
what I
speak
can't
my
stand
piece and
about
then I'm
people.
gonna
They
hop
always want to
down.
out you in front of everybody,
And
but then
and
think it's
respectfully,
okay to have a
it's
backhand conversation. No,
yeah,
you didn't
my
disrespect me in the
Discord is right
backhand. You
there. Like
disrespected me in the front end. So say
anybody
what you
that's in
got to
my
say.
Discord right now can see that I literally at her in my Discord and was like, "Hey, do you know actually what's going on?" Da 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 da. Da. Like, so I'm confused. Like, and I've been asking you to come up so somebody can explain to you what's transpiring. That therapist.
Y'all gotta remember, some people choose to be confused, y'all. Y'all have to. I'm about to hop down.
Again, guys,
Remember
before
that.
we get
Some people
started again,
also
before
choose.
therapist speaks, please,
They've
please,
been
please tap,
confused
tap,
for
tap the
3 years
screen.
now.
All
Hmm
854
Ooh,
of
I'm
you in
excited.
here, please tap
They've
the
been
screen,
confused for
share the
3
live,
long
Who's
years.
that
okay? Give
talking?
the hope. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to give announcements. Can we please mute? Thank you. Again, all 858 people in here. I'm sorry. If y'all could tap the screen, share the live, give the host. She does have a goal above her head. If we can just contribute something towards the Cash App,
Gift the
please give
panel.
the
Gift my panel,
panel.
please.
Yes, and continue to tap the screen. We have to save the live. Please tap, tap, tap. Y'all go ahead.
What up, therapist? How you doing? She's still muted. I can't see. I'm trying to.
Trying to pull up the Discord because I don't have notifications. All I saw was Rose asking me to jump in the box, and I told her no, LOL. I thought we was playing. She did ask me, um, do I know the whole story? The live that I missed is the live that happened in the middle of the day, but
What the hell, Rose? Hold on.
I'm not saying she didn't send me anything. I said I didn't get notifications. I didn't say you was lying. And where have I talked about you? Like, where have I thrown any strays? That's the thing. I support you too. If I hear anybody saying
Is that
negative
what you
stuff
heard?
about you,
That
I'm
is
gonna
what you
jump in
heard?
the box and unless you say, nah, don't defend me, then I'm gonna fall back. That's the only reason I haven't jumped in the box is because Trina told us last night, she's like, nah, y'all fall back. Don't, go up there. Don't, don't try to defend me. I can't not say anything in the comments though, but I cannot jump in the box. But since,
So,
go
so
ahead.
that is what you heard. You heard that I said that you were throwing me strays. That's crazy. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that I have been catching a lot of strays. And what I don't want is for it to turn into something that it doesn't need to be.
But that
Referring
energy,
to, hold on, referring to the same person whose room that you have been sitting in has been actively calling my name when I have not put my opinion on anything, i.e. Trina. You sit in Trina's broadcast the same way that you said that you support all of these individuals. You are not saying the same sentiments to Trina. However, for
heard
me,
her say anything.
but that's crazy though, because I've heard it. I've actually came into her room and heard it and saw you also in the room. So it's like, it's interesting, like
Is
how
it subliminals?
but no, sweetheart, it's my name. She's saying my name. She's saying my
When did
actual
this
name.
happen? Y'all was just on
So,
live together Sunday. So
and just yesterday, she was throwing subliminals.
So you know what? That live in the
So,
middle of the day yesterday, where she was on
okay.
live, I had it on in the background, but it wasn't, I was in sessions just having background noise because I need a little bit of background noise. So I had it very low to where only I could hear it, but I didn't hear I just heard the noise. I didn't hear like the actual words. So if she said something to you then, I don't know about that. I was in there, but I did not hear that.
And so once again, that is why I asked you, are you sure that you know what you're speaking on
I
before you
wasn't
get into the
speaking on you
comments?
though. I was
I never
speaking
said,
on.
therapist, I never said that. What I said is, are you sure that you know about the conversation that is being had right now before you speak and try to defend? If you do not have enough information, if you haven't gathered enough information, it makes you look a little funny and suspect because you're defending something that you don't have information on. As to why I asked you explicitly, do you know what's going on?
Yes, I came in here as Petty was talking to $2 about, hey, this is what happened. This is what I said. This is why I said it. And then I'm like saying the same thing I always say. Why does it matter if y'all aren't giving? Why does it matter what we choose to do with our money or what she's doing with it? If you're not giving, then great, protect your money. Petty says she can say whatever she want to say because she grown. I said, me too. So what I was talking about when you asked me where did I see that, I saw the eviction notice. And then when she was,
Wait, so you actually saw a
So
eviction notice?
no. She saw an eviction notice. Wait, hold on. You saw the eviction notice. You're referring to the first time or the second time?
she didn't, on Sunday, she didn't say she was being evicted.
I'm
She
gonna drop.
said
I
she
gotta
was being
drop
put out.
somebody. I am
Right.
about
So
to drop
she actually said that she is she used the E word, which is eviction. She said she's getting evicted.
I
Those are
did not
statements that she's
hear
been
her say
making.
evicted Sunday. The Sunday prior, yes. She showed the eviction notice and we saw that. So I did see that. This past Sunday, I didn't hear her say she was getting evicted. I heard her talking about
Put
a
out.
wellness check.
So therapist, I have a question, right? Because here's, and I want you to really
But
like
why all
get
the
your,
smoke for me? I'm not
hold on. I want you to get your emotions out of it and hear what you're saying right now. Eviction and put out, those are synonymous words. They mean the same thing, right? So if a person is getting evicted the week
But you
before,
said she
and then
said the E
fast forward,
word. I didn't hear her say that.
hold on, and then fast forward, they're saying they're getting put out. What does that mean, therapist? When a facility, or excuse me, a company who owns a property that you pay rent on is telling you that you have to go, what does that mean?
You're getting
So
evicted.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna cap like I am
Evicted.
retail or not
It
retail. I'm
means
sorry,
evicted.
real estate attorney or rental property attorney.
It
I'm not
it
gonna
it
cap like I
it,
know that.
it
I've
means
never.
evicted.
It means evicted, though. Therapist. You
Yeah.
know
But
it
I'm
means
saying
evicted.
I'm thinking evicted is only when you can't pay. That's when you
And
get.
so she made
No, you
statements, and
can
so
get
here.
evicted for different reasons.
Okay,
So
so
here's the
see,
thing,
that's
right?
that I don't know that. But
So
I didn't hear her say evicted this past Sunday. That's what I'm saying. I didn't hear her say that.
Okay. So we can get past the fact that you didn't hear those words. However, you did hear put out. You did not hear evicted, but you heard put out. And put out and evicted, when someone who owns a property is leasing something to you, means the same thing. It's synonymous, that therapist. So we're gonna get past the semantics of those words, and we're gonna move on to the fact fact that she showed proof of the eviction and saying that she needed to spend a certain amount of money to pay off whatever it is that she owed. You were there in the space where she raised more than $3,000 in at least 30 minutes, and then raised another, hold on, and then raised another $100 or so that night when she did the battle with me, the CA battle with me. So we're all there for this situation. The next week, things happen.
Hey, Speed, shut the hell up. You get muted for this
The
entire
next
live.
week, she then says that because of a wellness check, right? And here's where we have to be careful as to why I haven't been saying anything, because I go and I research. I went and I researched Toledo, Ohio, and how their eviction works. You have 3 to 30 days, depending on what exactly the situation is. So 3 days if you have not paid rent. As to why she got that paper so fast. And it wasn't even that fast because apparently she hadn't paid rent from the year prior to, months prior to that. So they gave her more than enough time. If we're basing off of the timeline and the information that we had been provided, she was given more than 30 days to be able to pay said rent before she was given an eviction letter, right? Keep up. So she was given enough information, enough time to gather this money, right? Because she said that January, February, she had paid those, but she was missing something months prior to that, right? And so that also does not make sense because so she says this information to you, right? We're also in the room. I'm in the room with you. You're in the room. We're hearing this information. We're sad about what's going on. Our first mind is thinking about the little girl. Not so much Trina, respectfully. It's the little girl that she has. And so people are trying to make sure that that baby has a roof over her head, that that baby has her tuition paid so that she can go to school because that baby is brilliant. Not so much Trina, more so the baby. Right? So once we get past that information, fast forward a week later, she says that because of a wellness check and that Lady D and her supposedly telling the police about her name, this, that, and the third, then now they're saying that she's getting put out for a couple reasons. She says, what noise complaint from neighbors.
Noise complaint.
She says noise complaint from neighbors. That therapist, she says the fact that the police had to come to her house when it was supposed to be just a wellness check. And then she says something else. I can't remember, but she says something else that was supposed to be the reasons for why she had to move. And so even in all of this going on, even in our care for Trina, you still have to think on a logical level. Well, what the hell do you mean that there was a noise complaint? What's going on? A noise complaint is just not one time for you to get kicked out. That's not how that works. Also, if you can account, the week prior to, I asked her, so if a company is supposed to be buying out the area that you're living in, someone else is taking over that property, that means that you might have to sign a lease. Do you remember when I asked her, will you have to sign a lease? She says, no, I can still do month to month. I said, that's interesting because it's a new company and a new property. I think that they're going to make you have to sign a lease. She said, well, if that's the case, I might want to move. Then we all had a conversation about Trina wanting to move. And then she also makes a post a couple of days later saying that her mindset has to shift so that she can then move where she needs to go because people told her that she's not going to get anywhere being in Toledo, Ohio. So it's quite ironic how now with this information, no opinion of mine, just information that was given to the public, that we're here now and Rose is catching strays. So I just want you to make that make sense for me without the semantics.
Can I hop in real quick before the therapist answer? I just also want to add on to it. Like like in the comments, it was like everybody's experience didn't matter. Like that was Rose's experience with Trina. I have my own personal experience with Trina that I just spoke about. But when you came up here, you're like, oh, well, then stop talking about it. We have every right to discuss our experiences with one another. And it's real crazy that as grown adults, as soon as we don't like about one of our friends being told about, nobody's been disrespectful to Trina. But the fact of the matter is she's been lying. And you over here, you know what I'm saying, looking silly yourself because you're over here telling people that their experiences is wrong.
Say that. When did I say that? I don't know what happened between Rose and Trina. This is new information to me.
There is nothing happening between Trina and
She
I.
asked you in the comments, do you have the full details? Have you been listening?
Everything that
You're
she
going
just
around
said,
in a circle though, therapist. That's why she just asked you that. Because you clearly must have missed everybody's story with interaction with her. It's what you're not getting.
Listen, everything that she just outlined about Trina, her situation, I heard all of that. I was there for all of that. None of that information did I miss. So, what are we talking about? As far as me,
For instances, Rose does not have a problem with Trina.
oh, sorry, I didn't know it was you $2.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so as far as me seeing proof, because that's what Rose asked me about. Do I know the full story? So the part that I am missing is what happened yesterday midday. Was I in that live? Yes. Could I hear what was being said? No. So there's that. So that may be the breakdown for me. But every live before and after that regarding any financial assistance, I was there for. In fact, this past Sunday, she didn't even ask for money. I started asking for money for her in the comments. Okay, so she didn't even have a Cash App up when that live started.
So
And
I have
then
a
as
question.
far as the amount,
Going to be privy to the personal interactions that she's had with everybody. That's what you're missing completely. Rose just told her story. I just told my story. You're not.
the personal, I just said the personal interactions.
Right. And
I
so
don't-
that's why in the comments, when you were sending all the comments as if we were attacking Trina, making her look bad, we are keep explaining to you it's our personal
I'm only
experience.
speaking on the financial situation. That's all. Because
But
I
you
know.
can't is what we're
Baby,
saying.
that's all it
Hey,
is
that
the
is not
financial
my story at
situation.
all. It is just a recap of what is transpiring. It is not my story. It is not my experience with Trina. It is literally what is transpiring. I want you to please stop saying that
Who,
respectfully.
me or
It's
her?
not. No, Desi. It's
was
not my
it was
story.
the
It's not my personal
transpiring.
feeling. It is literally what occurred. It is
Yeah,
not
she
my
was
own
stating
personal.
facts. Those are facts that I was privy to. I was listening for facts that I did not have, which it sounds like the missing piece for whatever Rose was talking about as far as her catching strays happened when I did not hear.
Therapist, I want you to understand something because I don't think you understand when you yourself are being manipulated. You said something that really stuck out to me. I started to raise the money for Trina. That's what you said. You said Trina didn't ask, but you know what she didn't do either? She didn't stop you either. You're saying like, hey, I'm the one who put out her Cash App, but she didn't stop you from putting out the Cash App either. So basically you're putting yourself in the forefront of the person saying like, I'm doing all of this on her behalf. You're doing it because whether you realize it or not, you're being asked to do it. You're being asked to put this because you are her mod. In a way, she's trying to take the heat off of herself from.
I don't mind in her space.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not a
fine.
mod
Okay, fine. Whether you're her mod or not, you're one of her big supporters, obviously. So you're able to do it through that. You're not fully seeing the big picture. It doesn't make sense for somebody to raise that amount of money and then suddenly say they're getting kicked out for a noise complaint. It's not how it works.
Do you know who asked her to put up that exorbitant amount of money? It was not her. We encouraged her to do that Sunday before this passed.
But it doesn't matter. She made that amount. Whether she was asked to do it or not, she made a large amount, double what she was asking for. So why doesn't she have the money now?
Where did it go? Yeah, where did it go?
She said she only has, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, she said that she only has $500 left of that money as to why she's been raising another $5,000.
I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. So that's a piece of information.
5,000. Let me change my goal.
So then why are you critiquing us? Why are you so upset?
I'm at my question.
And it is not, and let me be clear, it is not me. I could care less about what people put as their goal. I'm just giving the information. I just want to be clear. I'm just giving the information.
I'm not a therapist.
There's somebody trying to come up, T.
I know. Let me let.
Can we please talk one at a time?
For $3,000 a couple weeks ago. Is anybody clocking these numbers?
I'll drop $2. Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, I got a screenshot.
Okay. Oh, she gone already. Never mind. Go ahead and ask your question.
I just want to ask therapists why. But here's my issue though. Why keep defending what you don't know? Like if you're not familiar with the timeline, if you're not if you haven't heard the entire story? Why keep defending and keep, you know what I'm saying, like kind of picking at people and kind of, you know what I'm saying,
Defending
sending
Desi.
subliminals? Can I finish? When you don't know.
No,
'Cause
because I
you
haven't had y'all asked me to
well,
come up here, but
wait,
I'm not even allowed
I'm
to
I'm
speak.
gonna ask you
So
the
was I
question.
asked to come up here to speak, or was I asked
Let
to
her
come
speak,
up
Desi.
here to
Let
be
her speak.
berated?
Because what I didn't want
Yeah, I
is
don't want you
for,
to feel attacked. I
yeah,
definitely don't want you to
I
feel
don't want
attacked.
you to feel attacked there, because I just wanted to give
Attacked.
you the
I wouldn't use
Yeah, I
information.
attacked.
don't want you to feel that way.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't use attacked. But what did I come
Okay.
up here for if I'm not able to speak? She came up here after
True.
me talking about stuff that what are you even talking about, ma'am?
Don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to
Y'all
what
please
Desi
tap,
said.
tap, tap the
Just
screen.
That's true.
Please tap the
So you
screen.
can
tap the
finish your
screen.
statement. But will you allow who's talking? Desi to ask you a question?
I'm not answering Desi because what is she even talking about? I came up here to answer Rose and talk to Rose because I am a supporter of Rose. So I'm coming up here for that. So I don't know what the hell Desi's talking about, but she can direct her questions elsewhere.
Well, I want you to calm down, because I know you pacing around that damn island. Go sit down.
Why you know that? Stop that.
So I want you to sit down and
Can you guys
relax.
go ahead and put foods
Um,
and favorite colors in the comments, please, to
and
support the live? Please tap, tap,
I
tap.
do want you to speak on
One
like
second,
how
one
you
second,
feel.
Rose. 1 second, honey. It's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay, boo. It's okay. Can y'all please again tap, 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 put foods, favorite colors, whatever you can in the comments, FYP. Again, the host does have a live goal. Please give the host
304 is my
again.
goal. 304.
Uh, Jesus Christ. Please give the panel. Go ahead, Rose. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Yes,
Y'all
please
tap,
give
tap,
my
tap.
panel.
I know. $2 was trying to say something. I see her mouth
Oh
moving.
no, I said my goal was 304.
Let me see.
Girl, she ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead, Rose.
She ain't shit. So, therapist, I want to know what are your thoughts? Because that's the reason why I wanted you to come up, so that it can be expressed to you where you can understand it. Because it's only so much that you can say with a couple characters in the chat. So now, with the information that you've been provided, how are you feeling? Because I think you thought that people were more so attacking who was sending, and it's not so much who. Nobody really cares who's sending who what. It's more so people are frustrated because a lot of people apparently have been around for a long time and have seen a cycle. And so now, if they're seeing a cycle and they're seeing it again, but just with new characters unlocked, they're trying to figure out what the hell is happening.
Thank you.
So go ahead, therapist. I think you're muted.
Okay. So as far as what happened before I've been on the app, because obviously I'm new to the app, I don't know anything about that. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on really anything that I haven't witnessed with my own ears or eyes. My whole thing is, one, how do we know she's lying? Like, do we have proof of her lying? Secondarily, as somebody who has donated to her, I am not asking, like, so why are people who aren't giving so concerned? And if there are other people
Because
who
we
have,
can be.
can I finish?
You
Can I
can, but
finish?
we
I
are
was asked to
concerned
come up here, so can
because
I
we
finish?
can be, and that's
Okay,
what
Okay,
they
one,
want
Hello!
us to realize.
one at a time,
like
please, guys.
Thank you,
literally, I'm not
Theory.
interrupting
Theory, can
anyone
I have
else.
one? One at a time, please, ladies. Thank you.
Go
Thank you.
Patty. Go Patty. Tell her. Go Patty.
Okay, how does Patty have more
Therapist,
money than
will
I
you
got?
finish
God
your
The
damn.
statement?
hell?
And
But
please,
therapist, so they do have proof though that she did lie on one instance with the little girl hair being done.
so are you talking about the first time, or is there another time?
I
There's
don't know.
so and
Whenever
Well,
she said that she was getting it
which eviction
professionally
do you
done.
want to know? Do you want to
I'm
know
not
the first
talking
one, the
about.
And I ain't
second
got
one,
a
the
problem
third,
with
the
Trent,
fourth?
just for the record.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
which
shut
one do
down
you
because
want to know about? The
I'm
third,
not
the
able to
fourth, the
talk. I'm not
fifth,
gonna try to.
the
My voice,
sixth?
y'all hear my voice is super soft, so I'm not
It
about to
is.
be
Yeah,
talking over
let her talk.
nobody.
Don't
So I'm
talk
gonna
over
jump
her,
I
down.
y'all.
need you to learn how to elevate your
Yes,
shit.
one at
Don't
a
talk
time,
over her, y'all.
please.
Oh,
Theory.
she gone. Hey, she been up here for a while. Miss Supremely Petty,
Oh,
how you doing?
she left.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
how
she
are
Two-Dollar,
left.
can
She
I
said
say
she
you?
something
wanted to
real
go.
quick?
Who is that?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Trip.
I was going to say, ain't no soft voice. She just can't say it with her chest. She was on them lives the other day and ask y'all for everything under the world. Oh, yeah,
Excuse
can
me.
y'all help me pay
Oh,
for
I'm
my
back to
Hold on.
cuticles?
address you,
Hold on,
Trick.
Candy.
Can y'all
I've been
help me
waiting
pay
on
for
you,
my
Trick.
cuticles? Girl, bye. You go help her. You go help her since you got
Trick.
her concerns. You
But
go help
have
her.
you? I have been.
Absolutely not, because she's a liar
Okay,
and
so
she's
then what the hell are you
disrespectful.
talking about?
I'm talking about you. Now, what you talking about? That's
I'm
what I'm talking about.
talking
I'm talking about
about
you.
my
Now, what
business,
you talking
which
about?
is I gave money and I'm saying
But I'm saying
I
you just
haven't
asked me what I'm
asked.
talking about, and I just informed you I'm talking about you. So now I'm trying to figure out what you talking about. I'm talking
So
about you and your friend. Now, what you talking about?
say what you got to say about me. What you got to
You
say
and
about
your
me,
friend
Trick?
with my chest. That's what I'm saying.
What are
I
you
don't like
saying
neither
though?
one of y'all. You tried to take up for her, and she be
Next,
dead ass
okay.
wrong.
So as
And
far
I
Thank you,
as
thought your
Scholar.
voice
this,
box was broken. Why you getting loud
Thank you,
now? I thought your
Scholar.
voice box don't work like that with your little
okay,
lying self.
how am I lying? Please
My
say the
voice
lie that
doesn't
I
get loud.
told.
I have to whisper. I'm not a loud talker. You got loud when I got loud with you, didn't you?
Well, I
Lying. You
guess
be
I
lying just
found
like
it,
your
didn't
friend.
I? I
You're
guess I
lying just
found it
like your
from deep
friend.
within,
Don't
didn't
y'all
I?
get that lady no money. She going to buy
Excuse
325. I promise you.
excuse me,
And that's
ladies.
fine. And that's
Excuse me,
fine. If she
ladies.
takes my money and does something else with it, that's fine because it was my choice as a grown adult to give it. Okay?
Okay.
So I can make further decisions if I need to. If I'm giving her money that is not
Eyes of a feather
for what
stick
I meant to be.
together.
Excuse me, ladies.
How?
Excuse
I
me,
haven't
ladies.
asked for anything.
I hate to bust in here. Excuse me. I hate to get loud, but thank you guys for helping us reach 200K. There's 1,000 people in here. We can get to 300.
Dang, a
Just power
thousand? The
tap.
hell?
Sure do. And please help T reach her goal. 304.
Yeah, y'all just like
304
me
is the
being a
goal.
hoe. Don't let me be a
That's just
hoe. At least make me a
that's just
303. Dang.
$1 each from 304 people. If we can get 1,000, just send $1. Just $1 right quick. She can meet her goal. Thank y'all.
Need
And
a dollar too.
I don't
I
have to
need a
pay
dollar
for
too.
cobbler.
Pay the roll
That's not I
official.
don't pay for who's
Oh
paying
yeah,
for
help Penny Roll.
cobbler.
She's trying to go to the DR.
Only questions are this. If you're not giving money, then why do you have so much to say? That's number one.
I do have a question though,
Because
because
it's
for me,
public though, therapist. Because it's public.
Okay,
I
fine.
have to be honest though, because I have not given like a whole lot of money like a lot of people have. However, I
You
gave my
haven't. You
energy.
gave something. You gave whatever.
However, I gave a lot of energy and I gave a lot of time.
Yes.
So for me, right? And y'all see me give my energy and time. So what about those people who have also given their energy and time?
Ask whatever
What do you say
questions
to
they want
those
to ask.
individuals?
They have a right
Because
to ask whatever they want to ask if they have contributed. Ask her. If
yeah,
y'all
but
like,
then
I
that's
need
a
to,
contradiction though, therapist, because
for
I
the
understand
people
and
who
the reason
have
why I'm saying this,
invested
the
into
reason
her
but the reason
time
for
and
why I'm
money.
saying this, the reason for why I'm saying this is because from what you said that you're new to the app, there's a lot of people who have been around longer than 2 years who have, or a year and a half,
But
who have
I
sat
don't care what
around this
they have to
person.
say because I didn't
But
witness it
wait,
with
but
my
wait, but
own
wait,
ears
but
and
wait, but
eyes.
wait. But hear what I'm saying though. There have been people, because you have not seen them do it currently, does not mean that they haven't done it before. So there's a lot of people who have said that
I just
around
said
this.
I can't speak to it because I didn't see it or hear it.
And so that's why people are now frustrated with you because of the statements that you're making in the comments without actual full knowledge of who has contributed from who hasn't. And a lot of
No,
people,
I didn't say. I didn't say
from
nobody
what
didn't
I'm
who
gathering, a lot of people
contributed.
have contributed emotionally, not only emotionally, a lot of people have contributed financially. A
Okay,
lot of people
those
have
are.
been there.
I'm talking about people who have not contributed. Those are the people that I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people who have
But you
gone
don't
in there.
know. She just sat up here and said you don't know who has contributed and who has not. You just missed that whole point. You
So,
said that you are
but
new
so
and
if
you
it
have
doesn't
not been
apply,
here
let it
that long.
fly.
So you
If it
don't
doesn't
know
apply, let it
who
fly.
has contributed
If it
and
does
who
not
has not.
apply,
Well, then
let
get your
it
ass back
fly.
downstairs then. If you don't know, you keep saying, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I haven't been here. Get
No,
your
that's
ass
not what I
back
said. That's
downstairs
not what I
then.
kept saying. Y'all is
Because
so
you don't
like the
know.
way
Get
y'all
your ass
misrepresent
back
what people say.
downstairs. Get your ass back downstairs because you don't know. You know what
I was
Trina had
called
put
up
in front of
here.
your
I didn't
face
come
the
up here.
past few months. You don't know anything else.
Why are you
They
so?
just
Why
sat
are
up
you
here
getting
and
your?
said that a few months ago, the mafia helped to pay her rent when she was behind. How the hell you keep getting double behind in the same amount of months? You don't know because you haven't been here. Get downstairs.
And you don't know that she's
Candy.
lying
Candy,
Get
I
currently.
give up.
downstairs.
You
Candy,
don't
I
know
give
that
up.
she's been lying currently. So
I
you
can yell
get
if I want
Patty,
to.
downstairs.
These is my lungs.
Okay,
Patty,
So
well,
if I
I can
want to
talk
pump
just
them
like
up, then
you
I'm going to pump
grown,
them
and
up.
you can do what you want to do with your
Get
mouth. I'm grown, and I can do what the hell I
downstairs.
want to do
And
with
why
my
you keep
mouth.
threatening to get down? Like, oh, they asked me to come up here like $2, begged you to come up here. They asked you to
Desi,
come up
no
here
one
because you
is
was talking in
talking
the
to you,
comments. I
sweet
don't
baby.
care. Yeah, you
Nobody's
clearly
talking
are.
to
You're
you.
really
I
You
bothered.
do have a
sound
You're
I have a
really
tangential
question for
in
you,
your
irritated.
therapist.
speech.
It's because
The
you're
things you're
phony.
saying that the
No, because you keep
sentences
trying
are
to act like somebody like
mismatched.
anybody
It's
attack
like a
you. You was up in the
patchwork
comments being
quilt.
real extra.
Like
Now
you're
when it's time for you
talking
to speak up,
like
you real
you're
quiet.
trying to put
You're
two sentences
phony.
together that
Yeah,
don't
oh
go
girl, you're
together. So what are you
phony.
I hope
talking
you're not
about?
a therapist for real.
Right. Tell me so you
Oh,
feel
I hope you're
attacked. You're
not
a
a
liar.
Nah,
therapist
y'all
at
can't
all.
attack her profession now. That's
I'm
wrong.
just
Don't put
saying.
it as your
See,
title.
let
Y'all
let
fine
I
with
I love
was
that.
this.
in
I
here
Put
love
it
with
this.
as
my
her
Why can't I
title.
be
grandma
a
in the comment
therapist?
Daisy, I'm
section.
about to
You
drop y'all. Let's
gotta
get back
let
up
a
if you want
She
to come
was
back up in a minute.
real
why shouldn't I be a
Thank you for
therapist?
coming up,
Wait,
Desi.
Why should I
wait,
not be a
y'all, wait,
therapist?
y'all,
Tell me
because
that.
it's almost looking like she getting
I have
jumping.
a
I don't like
question.
that. I don't like that. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you.
one
So
at a
y'all
She
gonna,
time.
was
so y'all
jumping in the
gonna,
comments
but
though,
wait,
Rose.
but wait, I
It's
get that.
cool.
Hold
No, Rose,
on, I
She was
get
let her
that.
jumping
let
in the
him
Hold up,
talk.
hold
comments
up,
though.
hold up, hold up, hold
Let
up.
him
I get
talk. My
that.
feelings
I get
valid.
that.
Yay!
However,
Thank y'all for the gifts.
y'all know it's a different energy on the panel as it is in the comments. So when you got multiple people talking to you at one time, it's gonna feel like you being attacked and jumped, and then
I'm good.
motherfuckers gonna be on defense, and it's not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a constructive
I'm good.
conversation. Stop cutting me off, please. It's not gonna be a constructive conversation.
But I'm
So
good,
I
Rose.
really
You
do.
talking about me?
I
I'm
would.
good.
I
So you
would.
don't feel like you're being
But
jumped on? You don't feel attacked? You straight?
No, no, I don't care about. I just want to know because people always say, "I hope you're not a therapist." So answer me. What have I done that a therapist shouldn't do?
there
Tell
we go.
me. Tell me.
You didn't look at it objectively.
As a
How do you
therapist,
know
you're
that
not
I
looking at it
didn't?
whole.
How
It's
do you
called
know that
common
I
sense, and
didn't?
Hey,
you're not
I'm
You've
doing
been
it.
a little
a.
Just because
biased
you
though.
say
You've
you're
been a
not,
little
I'm not a
How
biased.
about
therapist
you?
as
How
well.
She
But
about
you
says
let
she
them
you
know
got
how
it.
to
I'm
use
gonna
it
be quiet.
define?
then.
How about you define for me what an objective perspective would be, since I haven't looked at
Being
it
neutral,
objectively?
looking at all of the
Also,
information.
as far as social media, yes, I'm a therapist by trade, but I don't provide therapy on this app. I am a mental health
Delusional.
advocate. Okay, so define delusional and give me an
Can I
example
can
of
I
how I'm
can
being
I
delusional.
speak?
Y'all don't
So
How
jump
you
on the lady now.
talking?
Don't
Listen
jump
to how
on
you
the lady.
talking. You going over
Let's
everything
throw
everybody's
can I
terms out,
saying.
speak?
baby, because
You're
I'm
not
good
using
with
common sense
definitions.
at all. It's called
I'm
use
great with
common sense, and you're
definitions.
not
I'm
using
great
it.
with research. So come on, let's throw these terms out. I'm gonna make you define them if you're gonna pin them on me.
Have too many emotions in this. You're not using your common sense, and you sound delusional. So
How do
you
I
need
sound
to drop.
delusional?
Girl, Patty Rowe
How?
just asked
How?
multiple questions. You went over
How?
it. So, like Patty said, go sit back downstairs
How do
and
I
just
sound
listen because you don't even
delusional?
know. You just making this go around in circles. Everything is, I don't know,
How?
I don't know, I don't know. Therapist, I'm
I
not like
said I
everybody
don't
else on the
know
panel.
about
Me and you
one
could go toe
thing.
to toe, girl, and you would not win on your best day.
Okay, come
You
on, let's
sound
go.
stupid.
Let's
Girl,
go.
you're not a
All
therapist.
right,
You're an
CT, I'm gonna
idiot.
mute you real quick. I'm gonna mute you because who's this? Supremely, you've been waiting for a minute. What's up?
Okay, here's my thing. How is it that you sitting here and you want to support this lady who sat there after somebody raised over $3,100 for her supposed rent, turns right around, not only did she dox her, she sat there and put a jacket on two black male children.
Who did
How
she die? Oh,
she
you talking
doxed
about?
K-Dub. She doxed
Okay.
K-Dub. And not only did she dox K-Dub, she sat there and insinuated something about K's sons. So how in the hell do you sit here and come up here and say, okay, y'all attacking her, she's a good person, when this is what the behavior that
Say
she's exhibiting?
that. When did I say y'all are attacking her?
She
She's a good
showed you who she
person.
was.
Pull up
She
a
showed us
receipt
all
where I
last
use
night.
those words.
Okay, so I have a
You want to
question,
play
right? How about
Pull
this?
up
How
a
about
and I'm not
receipt.
the
Where
one to
did
play
I
some
say she's
Hold
a
ma'am,
good
on.
I didn't
person
cut
and
you
y'all are
off.
attacking her?
Ma'am, I did not cut you off. I would
I'm
really
gonna
like
cut
for
you
you
off if
to,
you're misrepresenting what I'm
again,
saying. I never said
I
that.
did not disrespect you. And
Okay, so
please
don't
understand my
It's
name
like
is what
talking
it
to a
is for
misrepresentation
a
child.
reason.
I
of what I
can't.
said.
My name is what it is for
Misrepresentation
a
of what I
reason. Please
said
don't make
is
me
this.
disrespect affect this lady live. What I
One, yes, one at a
secondly
time,
said,
please, ladies. We can do this, right? Just one at a time.
clearly we can't because therapists don't know how to be an
Therapist, please do not
effective
unmute
therapist.
unless
All
she
right,
is
yeah. So
doing.
therapist, can she finish her statement? Then you can
Yes,
choose
please, one
to
at a time.
respond or
Sure.
not. Did she leave
Like
intentionally?
at the end
Yes.
of the
Okay.
day, this lady has lied. That's been proven. She's been taking money. She wants to be taken care of by the people on this app. Oh, that's really pretty. Get out and get
Hey,
a job.
Theory.
Some of us have to work for our to make sure our bills are paid.
Theory Sherry Ubavoy Moyen. I'm
What the
sorry.
hell?
So at the end of the day, how is it that you feel as though everybody is supposed to be nice and play nicely in the sandbox when this chick is sitting there putting these types of jackets on kids, doxing people, and then lying and getting all this money for nothing? Cause that $3,100, the next day after that $3,100 was raised, the next day her goal moved to 5,000.
Show no food.
So let's keep it a buck.
Okay, so this is what I have to say about that. While I haven't seen her do those particular things, like put a jacket on a child and lie about what she's using her money for, if she has done those things, then no, that's wrong. She shouldn't give people a false view of whatever really is happening. But I'm saying from what I have seen with my own eyes, that's all I'm
Thank
speaking
you.
on. I can't speak on what I
But you
haven't
can't
seen or
speak from
heard.
your own eyes because your eyes have they're young. You've only
My
been
eyes are
here
older than
in
yours, I'm
two
sure.
seconds.
I'm
Oh,
sure
honey,
my
no,
eyes are
no, no,
older than
no,
yours.
no. You could never be as old as me, little girl. I've already been to your
Little girl, you
party.
gonna little
Yeah,
girl
you a
me?
little girl,
Whoa,
sweetheart. You a
Dang,
little girl.
Jen.
She's a
whoa,
little
whoa,
girl,
whoa,
and you know it.
whoa.
So
You
anyway,
gonna little
what
girl
I'm
me? I
saying
haven't
is that
disrespected
what I'm
nobody up here
saying
in that
is
way.
that you are young to this app. You do not know her. So your eyes are young. Okay? Did that go over your head or no?
So have you experienced her personally doing
Oh
something that
yes,
is
everybody
Ma'am,
harmful to
who
has.
you?
I
you
think
talking?
everybody
See, you don't
Amen.
has,
know
But
who you
let,
ma'am.
let
talking
Jen
to.
answer.
You really
Okay,
don't know
sorry.
who you talking to, but I'm gonna let your little ass do what you do best. You know what I'm saying?
So
Because you up here
little
fronting.
ass, why my
Yeah.
ass
Yeah,
gotta be
what?
little?
God dang it. All right, never mind.
Why my ass gotta be little? Why my ass gotta be pulled into this? I'm just asking, has she personally done anything to you? If she has personally done something to
She
you,
hasn't personally done anything to me,
all
ma'am,
right
but I've
then.
been on this app
Okay,
since
Sherry.
TikTok has been
All
up.
right then. You're
Mommy,
going off
So,
for hearsay. I
you
don't
okay?
do that because
no, it's not hearsay, love.
I
It's
don't
not
I don't
hearsay.
fall victim to
Oh, no, no,
groupthink
it's
like
not
many of
hearsay. You
y'all
talking to
do.
the wrong person. You need to
What
understand
you gonna
who you
do,
talking
ma'am?
to
We
first.
are on the app.
Yeah, you talking to the
Y'all be
wrong one.
talking
You
y'all big
slow. I
shit.
can't.
Like y'all really gonna come after somebody in real life from some conversation on the app. Like
Did
be
I
for
say I
something
was going
real.
to do that? I'm not sure what's
So
going
then
on
what are
with
you
your
talking
hearing.
about? You don't
I'm not
know
This
sure
who you
what's
girl
going on.
clearly
talking to.
don't
You
know
don't
TikTok.
know
Talking about
who
what
What
my
I
does
dog
am
you
do.
as
don't
a
know who you
person.
talking to
If you knew,
mean?
you don't app.
What
And
does you
pause.
don't know who you
You
talking to?
don't.
What is that supposed to
You don't
insinuate,
know who
ma'am?
you're talking to. If you knew who you're talking to, you wouldn't ask me
Can
that
I say something
question.
right quick, please? Can I
Why?
say
Are you
something?
Who is
Beyonce?
that? Who's
Even
that
if you're
talking?
Beyonce, shit,
Petty.
even if you was
That's
Mariah
petty, bro.
Carey,
That's
I wouldn't
petty up
change
there.
my
Oh,
tone not
yeah.
one bit. I love Mariah
I'm
Carey
not
too.
asking you to change your tone. See, it went over your head, young one. It
Okay,
went
what do
over
you
your head. But
so
let petty road talk.
you think you eating, but you haven't really said anything.
Okay,
Right,
You
can I
think
Thank
say
you
you,
young
Petty.
lady,
something
eating,
right
but
because I
quick?
don't talk like that, young lady. If you from the hood,
so
then
what
you
are
do
you
you.
trying? You're
Hold
you
on,
calling me young lady,
You're
you calling me
asking me,
girl, you
do I
calling me
know
all
this
of that
lady?
is
If
super
you
hold on,
knew
wait. I'm
who
about to
you're
mute both of
talking to,
y'all
you
because
would
Petty
know
want
I
to say
know her.
something real quick. I'm about to mute both of y'all. Go ahead, Petty.
Okay, I'm gonna get ready to go hop in the shower so somebody can have my spot. But I just want to say this. Therapist, give me $50. My Cash App goal is up. Since you are so loving and giving and you want to see everybody
Exactly. And
do
I got a
well,
couple candles you can
give me
perfect.
$50.
I'll
Somebody
do it
drop
right
my
now.
hold on, let me finish. Then you can respond. Somebody drop my Cash App. I'm trying to go to the
Or
Dominican
not?
Republic.
Do you want the
So
money or not? Because I can send it right now in
what I
real
told
time.
them to drop my Cash App in the thing. I'm sure you don't got it. That's why I asked them
Oh,
to
you're sure I
drop
don't
it.
got it? Okay.
I'm talking, yeah, you don't got my Cash App. You don't know my
Oh, there you
Cash
go.
App name. That's why I was saying drop it in the chat. Give me $50. But I just people gonna see what they want to see, and they not gonna see what they don't
They
want
don't.
to see. A lot of people are not gonna see anything differently about Trina because they're too far in and they don't want to feel stupid or played. I get it. You too far in at this point. If you go back and you look at your ledger, you probably done paid more of her rent than you paid of your own. So I get it. It's okay. You too far in and you don't want to admit, you know what, that girl played me. She played in my face. Okay. So really, I do truly believe y'all can really stop trying to make therapists see something that she's not going to want to see. She's already said she have not been here. She's new to the platform. So
Now
Jen,
you're
you
spinning
telling
a
her,
narrative. I never said that I don't want to see anything. If you
I
have
didn't
proof,
say that. I said you said that you're new.
right?
That's
But you
the only
said
thing that
y'all can't
I
make the
said
Okay.
that
therapist
you
see what
said
she don't
is
want to
that
see. What
you're
is it that I
new.
don't want to
I
see?
said
Where's the
people.
proof at?
I
Where is the
said
proof? If you show me
people.
some proof, I will see
Can you
proof.
mute her? Because I didn't even say she said that.
No, you
That
said
was a
y'all trying
general
to make the
statement.
therapist
I
see
said
something she
people
don't want to
don't
see.
want to
That
see it.
therapist, can you let her finish her thought, please?
People don't want to see it. They're
We
not going to change your mind. They're not. You've proven that
They will with
because
proof.
they've given you information and you're not going to change your
No, they
mind.
haven't. They
That
haven't
is
given
the
So
me
how
truth.
proof.
much proof do you need? So you're saying that the things that have been told on this panel today, you didn't see it yourself, which is why you're
I'm
not
talking
believing,
about the
even though more than one
financial
person has
portion.
told
As far as as far as what she has done to individuals,
It's
I
all
can't
the
speak on that.
financial
I'm
portion
talking
that we
about the
talking
financial.
about.
That's all I'm talking
It's
about.
financial,
Right. We are talking about the
and we are talking about
financial.
that.
Jen was
So
just trying to
so
explain.
what
Hold
is this
on.
thing that
Hold
she
on,
lied
you.
therapist.
I'm
about?
gonna
Let
drop
me
you,
finish.
Petty.
And
You
then I'm
come
finna go
back.
wash my ass, and baby, you can have it. Just let me finish. Now, Jen was trying to explain to you that the mafia has even on multiple occasions, thank you, Theory, on multiple occasions has helped Trina financially. So it does have to do with financial. She's trying to tell you that, but you refuse to hear her out. You weren't there, so you don't know. So she's trying to enlighten you. But because she's saying, no, she did not give a dollar personally, but she was there in the group when it happened. We've all heard Trina say that people in the mafia has gifted her and have done things for her. Thus, that is one of the reasons she claimed that she wanted to move here recently, because the mafia had helped her and somebody knew her address because they sent her groceries. So now she feels unsafe and she wants to move. That is another point we're trying to tell you. Every 15 days, she has another reason why she needs to get money so that she can move. It is financial and it is housing. We keep trying to give you the examples, but you don't want to see them. And that's fine. We get it. We understand. You're saying you weren't there. We get it. That does not negate that it did not happen just because you weren't there. Now, if you want to continue giving, then keep giving, baby. Nobody is telling you not to give personally. We're saying we don't understand why people keep giving. Nobody has called out anybody particularly. Nobody has said, oh, well, therapists have gave $527. We don't know why she did that. Ain't nobody clocking that. Ain't nobody pocket watching like that. But we have seen when she puts up a goal for $5,000, and we just saw you raise $3,000 for the same exact thing. That is what we're calling into question. Baby, you don't have that much housing for $8,000. You ain't got that much housing. I don't care what you say or how you try to flip it and rub it down. You don't have that much housing. You don't have $8,000 worth of housing. So where is the money, LaShondra? That's what we trying to figure out. Where is the money? You need money again, and they just raised you all of this money. You should still have enough money to get an Airbnb because you ain't got $8,000 worth of housing.
Just for the full understanding, a quick recap. The situation that happened with K Dub, basically she was Petty Rose Live, and Petty Rose was talking about Trina. They were asking K Dub questions, and answering those questions and saying that yes, she
I'm
wanted
sorry, Rose.
to.
Petty Road, check your Cash App.
She said that she wanted to help Petty Rose, so on and so forth. I mean, not Petty
Bam!
Rose.
Hold on, Rose. Bam! She sent
Damn,
her
therapist, you want my Cash App too, therapist?
booyah!
Thank you.
Let me
Baby,
get $50,
therapist, you
therapist.
got the coin, baby. I just wish you wouldn't let people use you, but that's my opinion.
Therapist, let
But
me
obviously,
get
you
a
got the
20,
money,
therapist.
You're not saying it right. You
and
supposed
like
to
I
say it
said,
like Patty said.
you got the money, so you do what you want to with your money because you earned it. I just would hope that you wouldn't let people keep playing in your face. If that's how you want to spend your money, keep spunting it. But I am going to give you a receipt. Hopefully in next month, you'll see me in the Dominican Republic with my stomach hanging out. And that's going to be my proof, okay, that I'm doing what I said I'm going to do with the money. If I don't,
To the Dominican Republic, honey, I sent it because I chose to. That's my whole point.
oh,
Well,
well,
let me go ahead and get a
point
20,
taken. I'm
therapist.
still going to have my stomach hanging out. And if you beat her, then you can see it.
I would just
Go
like to
ahead,
say
Rose. I'm
publicly.
sorry.
I would just like to say publicly that I just caught a whole slew of older women begging. So I just wanted to put that out there with y'all begging
Well,
asses.
at least it wasn't dry begging, baby. I was wet begging.
Cause the
I'm wet
beg is
begging.
crazy,
Let that
but
be
I
you
known.
sure
know,
was.
I'm
Listen.
wet begging, baby.
you know.
Shit.
Egg in a minute. I'm trying to get a finger monkey. I need everybody
So
to task on me.
Oh, man.
So I just wanted to make sure that we all are on one accord where we understand what actually transpired last night. And what transpired is K-Dub was in Petty Rose Live. Petty Rowe was talking about Trina and whatever Trina had going on. K-Dub was asked a couple questions and basically was in defense of Trina in the comments. Trina was live and was screen sharing or showing Petty Rowe's platform and talking about it. While she was talking about it, she made very sly comments specifically about Kay. A couple individuals heard Trina say that she was pathetic, and a lot of people screen recorded Trina actively being disingenuous and sarcastic and basically insinuating that K Dub never really cared about her. And so when K Dub received the information after her weekend with her little boo thing, she went live. And so when she went live and she was asking, okay, so what the fuck is going on? Please, somebody share the information to Trina. Trina came actually into the room. She was playing the video, and in the video recording, you would hear Trina actively being extremely sarcastic towards K Dub's help that she offered her. And K Dub explicitly said that I heard from someone that you called me pathetic, but what I'm actively hearing in this video is that you're being sarcastic and my feelings are hurt. And so Trina stuck to the pathetic part and did not acknowledge the fact that K Dub said that she was hurt by the sarcasm when she said that she was trying to do everything that she can to help this woman. Trina stuck to the pathetic part. So K Dub said multiple times, my feelings are hurt because I thought we was better than this. Like, you could have hit me up. Like, I was in the comments defending you. Petty Rowe comes up on the panel and explicitly says that K Dub was not interacting in any of the shade or the fun jokes that was being thrown. She was basically defending her wanting to help, so on and so forth.
Yeah, she was answering questions that people had. She was making clarifications when people were saying the wrong information. She never said anything negative about Trina. She never put no laughing emojis. She never participated in none of the shit that I was talking. I was the one that was talking shit, not K-Dub. All she did was answer questions truthfully and honestly.
Sweetheart, can I say something really quick?
Trip had a question, and then I'll let you Was you done, Rose?
No, but I can let
Oh,
them.
Oh, go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead, Rose. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so after that, Trina goes live, and then instead of acknowledging the fact that K Dub explicitly said that her feelings were hurt, she then goes on a tangent about standing to now flipping it and saying that K Dub had a problem with Trina not coming to her home. Then Trina exposes K Dub's cell phone number, laughs, and says that she does not give a fuck if it's doxing or not. She does not care. Okay. After she made those statements, K Dub then goes live again.
Wait a minute! Woo! Goal has been reached. What? Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Yo, Mike loud as shit.
Congrats, girl, congrats. What's up? That's what's up. That's what's up.
So
That's good.
after her number gets exposed to social media, and Trina explicitly says that she does not care, she don't give a fuck, and laughs, that also triggered K-Dub even more. So then Trina then makes sly statements about K-Dub's children and insinuating that K-Dub abandoned her children to go to another state, and saying that K-Dub doesn't take care of her children. And then also insinuated that because she has older sons, even though K-Dub has an 11-year-old child, the same age as Trina's child, that they could potentially do something to her child. She then goes on to say that because she made statements privately about the things that her and her child had went through, i.e. SA victims, she tried to put those two situations together and say that she was basically trying to tell K Dub that she doesn't feel comfortable in that house because she has a son and a man and so on and so forth. And so yeah, the goal had completely moved from Trina initially going live and being sarcastic towards K Dub's help, to now she didn't feel comfortable, didn't feel safe, and K Dub was supposedly mad that Trina didn't want to come to her home. Just so that y'all understand what is actually going on here.
That's the part that I
Oh,
Give it up for the recap.
that's the part that I did
Show
not.
hold on.
Rose
Can I ask my
some.
question real quick to
Yeah.
Rose?
Go ahead. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. So I want to thank you so much for that recap, Miss Rose, because I would y'all know I'm about to eat this up. Now, so number one, she doxed this woman, is what you just told me. She put this woman's phone number out here, but this the same woman who was screaming, "Somebody sent the police to my house. They sent the police to my. I got to move because the police keep showing." Number one, I want y'all to stop being vulnerable because the police ain't kicking nobody out for no one incident. I don't care if it's a noise complaint, a wellness check, etc. The police ain't kicking nobody out over no one complaint. But let it be known, you doxing people, putting out their phone numbers, but you talking about, I don't want nobody to know where I stay. Well, maybe you should stop giving them your address, telling them to send you groceries. Then they won't know where you stay. That's number one. Number two, I want to address this. I know, because see, I go low. I talk about your child, your deceased parent, all of that. But see, when I talked about her being a bad parent, they said, "Oh, Trip, you're talking about her kids." What's that one little saucy, sticky, slimy man? He told up there and said, "We don't talk about children. Anytime I hear a child being mentioned, I'm gonna insert myself." I'm talking about Sauce. I'm going to insert myself and say something because I don't like kids being talked about. So where was your antennas at, Brother Sauce, when she set up and talked about K-Dub's child? Where was your antennas at, brother? And if it ain't good, what they say, if it ain't good for the goose, then it ain't good for the gander. So
Oh,
if you don't
Sauce
want your
catching
child
the
talked about,
stray.
then why are you talking about somebody else's child? Huh,
I'm
Sauce
gonna
was
drop
Miss
you
catching the
for a second,
strays.
Candy.
Yeah, how you talking about somebody else's child, Miss Trina, if you don't want nobody talking about your child? How dare you talk about K-Dub or anybody else's child and you don't want yours that you can't supply being talked about? I know you ain't being what they call it on TikTok, hypocritical. I know you ain't being not held accountable. You know they love that word. You ain't being held accountable. I want to hear you apologize. Talking about he's somewhere educating. Be quiet, Alex, because ain't nobody asked your ass shit either. Now let me go on mute.
I think it's the there
Wait,
because
I thought you had a question. Wait, what was the question?
in the process of me filing that grievance. What I was stating was, though, she exposed somebody's number, and why is it okay for hers not to be? She don't want her address
Oh,
out there,
okay.
but she okay with the number. Why is it okay for her to talk about somebody's kid, but I can't talk about hers? That was my question. That was my question.
Okay.
The therapist in training, so I think y'all just don't like therapists, which is okay. Cause why did he cut
Not y'all that don't have degrees and keep claiming that you therapists. We damn sure don't like y'all. I didn't been to
too
college.
much?
I don't
Cause
like
I'm
it
a
when you
hood
be false flagging.
therapist. So you don't think that I actually have a degree, Trip?
Jay is a hood
No, I
therapist. They
honestly,
like me.
if you're asking me, do I think that you have a degree? Absolutely not. Because I think if you were
Okay.
trained in mental health, you would damn sure be able to read that Trina be faking the hell up out of
Am
y'all.
I
So no, I don't
supposed to
think you have a
be
degree.
reading people on here? Am I supposed to be
I didn't say you were
conducting
supposed to be reading
therapy
people. You
on
asked me,
here?
do I think you have a degree? And I answered you. I told you no.
Okay, let me grab it.
Please don't.
Oh no, you ain't
Because
gotta prove it.
clearly you've been letting a lot of things loose. Don't grab it. Don't do that.
Grab it so you can, let me grab it.
Not you
Well,
want
we
to
do
prove
like
something to the
receipts, so
TikTok, the ones you saying got. What she tell you, Jeanette? What TikTok gonna do? But look at her over here trying to prove something to me. Baby, let
Because
me
it
you're
put it
out
to
did.
you
here
this way.
spinning.
You can
You don't think I
you can
should protect
provide me the ticket
myself?
if you want
You're
to, but I
trying to
still ain't gonna
gaslight
respect you
me
no
into
further.
not speaking on my own behalf. You're trying to gaslight
Therapist,
me into
I'm telling okay,
you.
therapist,
That's
let me
what
use
you're
my
trying to
inside
do.
voice. Let me use my inside voice. You can go ahead and dig through your things and provide that receipt. It's not going to cause me to have any higher level of respect for you
I
that I'm
don't care.
trying to
I
tell
don't
you to
respect
don't
you
waste your
either. So I
time.
Oh yeah, I
don't
don't know if that'll
respect
be
you
a
to
good
respect
thing
me.
because
I
then
don't
they're gonna
care.
dog you
Yeah,
out for
I'm
being
not
a
going to
bad
have any
I
higher
therapist.
really
level of
don't care
respect for
about
you,
if
so
you
I'm telling you
respect
don't
me or
waste your
not.
time.
Okay?
I'm
It's
not going to have a
because you're
higher
out
level of
here.
respect for you, so I'm telling you don't waste your time. And
It's
then on
not
top of
for
that, you're going to be
you. It's for
doxing
the
Right.
other
yourself.
people that can't think for themselves because groupthink is wild on
But
here.
you're also going to be doxing yourself when you put your
Yes,
How
name
am
you
I
out
are.
there.
You
Don't
may
nobody
not
doxing?
ain't
want
seeing
to
it. People
show
got your
that
How am I
name.
going to be
certification.
doxing myself?
Yeah, don't show that.
You
That
can
ain't.
Google
Don't
me.
I
All
don't
show
think
that
that'll
right.
do that.
certification.
All right.
Somebody's
I'm
gonna
telling
So,
you.
Snapchat that, and next thing they're gonna
therapist,
You
know,
I
can
don't
you ain't
Google
know.
gonna have a
me.
I
certification no
don't
Wait a
more.
minute. Hold
understand.
on.
Like, I don't know.
All of my
Wait, who was that
professional
talking?
information is
Therapist, let me
public
say something right quick.
information. I'm a licensed
Therapist, hold
professional.
on.
That's public information.
Therapist, hold
That's
Hold
on.
on
not
one
Let me
second,
tell
doxing.
you
therapist.
something. Because you ain't been here a long time. When you start that Google me shit, them people gonna Google your
Google you
ass for real. And it's
and be
not
at your
gonna
front
be
door.
what you think it's gonna be.
For
Don't
real,
put
Yep,
for
your
it's
real.
gonna be
do
something else,
not
My
baby.
put your
business information
credentials
is in
out
my
here.
bio.
Do not
So
put
I
your
mean, what do you
credentials out
mean?
here.
Girl.
Okay,
My
now go
business
ahead. Go
information
ahead,
is in my
therapist. I'm just
bio.
trying to tell you from my
Oh,
experience.
Rosé, this is
Daphne,
therapist.
I'm
come
just
on,
trying to
Daphne,
tell
come
you,
get it
if you
together,
That's her
want
baby.
to do it,
certification.
then go ahead. You grown. You ain't been
Don't do
here. That's
it.
what
You know
I'm
what you are.
saying.
You know what you
I'm
are. You ain't got to
trying
show
to
nobody.
tell you from experience.
Trying to
Don't
give
do
you a
that
hint.
shit. But
Don't
you
do it.
grown. If you want to do it, then go ahead. But I'm just
Yep.
telling you, that's not a wise
It's
decision.
not a
Yeah, thank
wise
you. Thank
choice.
you.
Okay,
Definitely not a
Yeah,
for
wise
those
choice.
of
don't.
you that have been here, when somebody tries to misrepresent what you say or come
Tap the
for your
screen, please.
profession, what do y'all
1400.
do?
What the hell?
What
So
do y'all
fuck
do?
these
We
people.
don't
Fuck
show
these people. Guess
certifications,
what we
right?
do? We
We
say
don't
fuck
show
these people.
certifications. We don't show
Excuse
those
me, Jen. I'm
things.
showing mine. Back up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Thank you. I'm showing
Okay,
mine. I am a
you better
certified
get it.
hood therapist,
Oh,
and
you
I stand on my
certified,
shit.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, because I taste good. Yeah, certified. So
Okay,
make sure
Nice
that
therapist.
y'all
So
tap the
certification. I
screen
like it.
and
All
y'all
right, what
share
up
it
to
out.
real? Real, what's up?
I wanted to say to
To
therapist,
real.
I it's kind of like the lights on, but nobody is home.
Oh shit.
For one, you was talking at like 0.5x speed. We kind of wanted you to speed it up a little bit. And then when Gen X said, something about you a little ass girl or whatever she said, the first thing you focused on was like, oh, why my ass gotta be little? So I'm assuming that someone with so many credentials that have a lot of sense will not respond to the things that they're saying to you in the way that you're responding. Also, I feel like people that
Police how I should respond?
okay, no, I'm not policing anything, but I'm just saying
So
when you're talking to adults, to other women, and they're making valid points to you, you're focusing on something like she called you a little ass girl. You know she's not talking about your ass literally,
but
but you
the
you
fact
said
that
why you
she
had to put my
said
ass
that.
in there. So
So why are we focused on the fact that it was said? We're focused on my
okay.
response, but we're not
Whew.
focused
Okay,
on
but
what was said.
obviously, and the fact
Like
that you're
I didn't
giving
cuss at her.
the
I didn't
fact
The
call her
that
a
therapist, can
you're
you
bitch.
let her finish therapist,
Okay, the
please go back
fact
on mute
that
and
you
let her
are
finish, and then you can rebuttal. Okay,
giving
please.
Yeah, the fact that you are
Thank you.
giving your money away to someone who clearly is, repeating a cycle, is going round and around, and you're still sitting up here defending, saying, what have she done to you that's making you believe this, that, and the third, or whatever, that kind of tells also a lot about you. So whatever your
Does
issue
it?
is,
She said that she didn't do anything personally to her. So how does that say anything
you
about
Because
me?
can't
it
even
doesn't
have
have to be. It
dialogue.
doesn't have to
You
be
can't even have
personal.
dialogue. $2 asked you to be quiet while I speak. You just keep coming off mute. You don't know how to hold a conversation. So, like I said, the elevator don't go all the way to the top. Other than that, Rose, I get what you were saying. I get, everything that you was trying to do. Like I kept, responding to you in the comments, telling you yesterday, that I hate that you were defending Trina because I get where you were trying to go, but also listening to the things that she repeatedly said to you, and she kept calling out your name, kept antagonizing you, and you wanted to defend her because I did see you say inside the comments, you said that you have a brand to protect, and I get where you're coming from wholeheartedly, but I just hope that you kind of understood what was going on in the dynamic, because she did antagonize you multiple times by saying, oh, she hoped that you're not concerned. She don't want you to be concerned, this, that, and the third, which is what I was telling you in the beginning. Do not defend her because that's what it would lead to. Also, you said you tried to defend therapists, and she said, oh no, let me at her. Let me, they not jumping me and this, that, and the third. I get where you coming from, girl, but just be real to people that are real to you and that genuinely care about you, because I did tell you before Trina even did that last night that she was going to do that because of the things that she said before she even started on her rant on her own live. It clearly showed you the type of person that she was. That's all I wanted to say.
So strange to me how I have not come from anybody up here. I have not said anything negative about anybody other than why, if you haven't given, do you have a question? My only other question was, how do we know she's lying as far as her financial situation? And now with the explanation from Rose about what she did to K-Dub, no, I do not agree with that. I was not privy to that. I didn't know about that. But with the recap, it was very detailed. So I believe that it happened. So with that, as far as that portion of it, no, I don't agree with that. If she's doxing folks and trying to put labels on people's kids, I don't agree with that. So that was what I wasn't privy to. But if me defending a woman and her child prior to knowing her own behavior last night, prior to knowing that, me just protecting, trying to do what I can for a Black woman and her child, just like I would do for any Black woman. I don't know Trina personally. I just know what I see on this app. And so I'm not gonna, in my heart, if my heart tells me to give something, I'm gonna give it. And if I'm gonna be put on the chopping block or judged for the good that I wanna do, then that's just what it is. I understand that TikTok is a very toxic app, so we can pick apart each other and find something wrong with each other. And I know that since I'm new, I don't have. So with that being said, the groupthink is against me. I already know when I come up to the panel that I'm gonna be drugged through the mud in the comments and on the panel because I don't have enough groupthink.
Hey, wait a minute. How is he talking? He ain't
I
in the
don't know
box.
how he's talking
I
when he's
don't
not
have
even in the
enough
box.
groupthink influence, and that's fine. I know what the game is. But I'll just rest peacefully knowing that I have not.
Are you saying that I'm a part? I just want to make sure that we're
No,
clarifying.
I'm
Are
not
you
talking about you, Rose.
okay?
I don't
Al, drop
support
out the
you.
box. You in a ghost box,
Drop out the
Al.
box.
Leap out, Al. Leap
I was
out. We
just
can't see you.
Rose,
yeah.
if I had something to say to you, I would say it to you
No,
directly.
I just have to ask because sometimes like
No, I
this
don't
is the
have to
app.
throw subs.
No,
I
no,
put names
I'm
on
not
it. You
saying
had
that
to
you're saying
tell
it
me
about
to.
me. I'm not saying that
Okay.
you're saying it about me. Please
Okay.
take a deep breath. I'm not
I'm gonna
saying
bring you
that.
back up under there. Give me a
What
minute.
I'm asking is like, are you referring to the people on the panel? Because I was gonna say, as for me, it's not really giving no group thing. Like I said, there's a lot of people who ain't gave their own personal opinions about the
The people in
situation.
the comments.
Cause
Talk
yeah,
about the comments. And then the people on the panel who I'm referring to is people who have, want to come from my profession and come from my character, then I'm referring to them specifically. If that does not apply, then definitely please let it fly.
I have a question. Can I speak?
What's up, Ted? Go ahead.
So I'm a clinical therapist, right? And instead of getting online begging money for her, why not provide her with the appropriate resources, right? You know, why not try to help her to find a job? Because TikTok is not her job. She is not a big content creator, right? Now, I'm not saying she can't get there, but as of right now, she need a job. Bottom line, like people can't keep enabling her, giving her money to pay her rent and do these type of things, because I remember hearing on another live, she was saying that, or telling some people that she was using some of their money to buy marijuana, right? So you talk about groupthink a lot. I hear you say that a lot. But guess what? Don't you think she did the same thing when she go on her rants about people in live, trying to discourage people from talking or going back to this other person's live?
Sure do. I
Oh,
absolutely do. Did you hear me say
okay.
she hasn't done anything wrong? No, you did not. That's what people are saying that
Why
I'm
my
saying.
box is not like that?
I never said that.
It's
As
inside
far as
though.
me, and
Some
as
things
far
you
as
don't
in
need to
Thibodeau,
hear. You
in
actually
Thibodeau, I
say.
know you know
Hear you
this better
say.
than anybody. As far as me being a clinical therapist, I can't provide therapeutic services on this app. It's
No, you,
unethical. I can only
no,
provide
you can't.
advocacy and education. You know that.
Yes, but you know what? But you know what you can't do as well? You cannot be an enabler. You can, instead of, because baby, I wish I would. If Lav, Peach, Bubbly get up on this app talking about begging for money and they're constantly begging for money, I'm going to be like, hey. So now I'm not going
Not
I'm not going
to ask for no money. I cannot, just like a lot of people have their cash app goes up. I can't tell these folks not to ask for
Oh,
money.
let me put my
That
cash
is
app
not my
goal.
business. And
how
how
can I
can
not?
who am I to tell people
That's
they
not what I
shouldn't ask
said,
for
Therapist.
money?
So I
I
don't I
got a
don't think
new
that's what it
goal.
is, therapist. I think because I don't think y'all got to make it plain, like plain. So what it is they're wondering, have you provided any other resource to her outside of funds? Outside of monetary things, have you provided a resource to her as a person who is a therapist, who does have a license, who does know the things that does happen on this here app? They want to know, have you provided anything outside of money?
No, because I realize that money is one of the most valuable resources. She didn't ask for anything else as far as, hey, therapist, can you help me find a therapist? Because had she have done that, I would have definitely helped her. Or, hey, therapist, can you help me find mental health facilities in my area that can provide me resources? No. So the only thing I could do is what I saw that I could do. So
So when we think
if you
about
Wait a
guys
minute.
don't
so wait,
like,
when we think
but
about
if you
critical
don't like
thinking,
what I
right?
did,
No, it's not
why?
about it's not about not liking what you did. However, right? Critical thinking skills allows you to assess as a therapist, and I'm talking to you as a
Thank you.
therapist. I don't have no piece of paper. All right, let me be clear. I done did the
Thank
studies. I
you.
don't have the piece of paper. So from a clinical stance, when you know that someone is in need of help and you have the resources, not all the time they need to explicitly ask you for exact resources when you know that they need these things.
She's not my client. I'm
Hold
not
on, hold on. It's,
providing.
it's not about being a client therapist. It's not about her being a client. However, if I know that there's someone that I care about and I have the information and the resources to help them be better than where they are right now, I will provide said information. I.e., if a person said that they're in a DV situation, I can provide resources to a women's shelter or women programs or things of that nature to help them. They don't have to ask for it, but I provide it because I know the information and they may not know it. So critical thinking skills lets me know that this person is in need of something and I have the information to provide it. If I do provide the information and they refuse it, then I can say that I did everything that I could outside of just monetary gain. And I think that is what people are having trouble with.
So are you saying because I'm a therapist by trade and a mental health advocate on this app, I should not be giving people money? I should be giving them resources first, even if I'm not in the state
I
that
didn't
they're
say
in?
that. I didn't say that. I was very clear on what I said. I said resources. If you know that you have resources for an individual, you
I
can
don't have
provide those
resources for
as well.
Toledo, Ohio. I don't
As
have.
well,
If
but
she
here's
lived in
the thing,
Alabama,
though.
that would be
You don't
different.
have to be from Toledo, Ohio, therapist to research the information. Like how I said, I researched her
So I should
in
have
that
researched
area.
resources instead of giving her money. Is that what I'm hearing? That I should have given her
No,
money?
I don't
In
think
the long run, what would she benefit
Should I
from
have researched
most?
resources instead of giving her money, or I should have researched and gave her money? Which one is it?
Can I say something, please, right quick? This
Most.
petty.
The way that you
Can
don't
I
want
say something?
the same way that you don't want
Give them
individuals
a
to
fish or teach
gaslight
them how
you,
to fish.
the same way that you don't want people to gaslight you, I would appreciate if you wouldn't do the same for me, because you know that that's not what you therapist, that you know that that is not what you heard. You know
I
that's not
heard
what you
you
heard.
say that instead of simply just giving
Give them
her
a
money,
fish
I
or teach
should
them
have,
how
as
to
a
fish.
therapist, provided her with resources.
genuine question though, therapist. Like
It
you
is.
seem like it. No, it's not.
Can I
She
say
just
something,
Not.
said,
please?
It's not
she
genuine at
just
all.
said, instead of giving her money as a therapist, I could have given her resources.
But
That's what
therapist,
she
okay.
said.
Said that.
Can
I
I say
never
this
said
right
that.
quick?
I
Can
never
I say
said
this
that.
right
I
quick,
never
please?
said that.
That's
What
what
I
I
said
say.
was, as
It's
a
genuine.
you're hearing what you want to hear because you're on defense, and I'm not coming at you in any form or fashion. What I'm saying is that the same way that you have resources like money, you had other resources that you could have provided to her. So when the people are explicitly
I
asking
didn't.
you, so
I did
so when
not.
the people,
I don't know
all
anything
right,
about her area
Can
to
I say
provide
something,
her any
please?
resources.
You're not a
Can I have
therapist like
1
they
minute?
saying. So you're not a therapist like they saying it.
Can
All
I
right,
have 1
cool.
minute,
Thanks.
please?
What?
Just 1 minute. Just
Because I
1 minute.
don't have resources in the state
Okay.
I'm not
But
licensed in. I'm
Hold
not a
on, Petty,
therapist.
real
That don't
quick,
make no
before you go.
sense.
No,
Make
but
that make
therapist,
sense.
but
I
therapist, what also doesn't make sense is that you're in the profession stating that you can't utilize the same methods by which if you would in your state for somebody who's a client of yours,
So
you
the
cannot do
problem
it
is
in an
that I didn't go look up
no.
because
resources.
Hold
you don't
Who
have
is
on.
That's the
yelling? What the
problem.
hell?
Can
but
I
you
Wait a
just
don't
say
know
minute.
something
questions
right quick?
ahead.
And I'm finna drop for
I'm not
real.
even finished.
I just got out the shower. Let me just say this, and I'm finna drop.
One
My
second,
thing
Petty.
is,
Petty,
okay.
1 second. I just want to do a mob break real quick. Again, there is 1.4 people in here. I need everybody to please tap the screen. Tap the screen. You guys are enjoying this. Please tap it up. Colors, favorite foods in the comments. Please give the host, also the panel. Again, tap. And ladies, can we please talk one at a time?
Please let me go first so I can get up out of here.
Go ahead, Petty.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, therapist, I want to say that the last explanation that you gave, people can understand that. You said based on the information that you have been receiving since you've been on this app, you felt it in your heart to give Trina, and that's what you was going on. That's what was on your heart based on the information that you had at hand. Okay, we can accept that. But the same way that you made it a point to tell us that Trina did not ask for money Sunday, you took it upon yourself to ask people to give to her. We're saying, why did you not do that same thing with other resources? So you only wanted to give her the money, which we have been screaming that she doesn't want resources. She only wants money. So therefore, by you saying that, you're kind of giving credence to what we're saying, because you as a professional, if I'm a doctor and I have a degree, I can't sit up and say, well, I can't give you no resources because I don't have license to practice in your state. You have a database just like everybody else.
I'm gonna rotate your trip. You
You
can
do
come
have
back up.
resources. You do have ways to find resources in other areas because that is your profession. So with you, okay, if we seen it, I'm gonna assume you seen it. Trina did a video that says she is too immature to have children, but she does have them. She also said that she has borderline personality disorder. So you hearing that as a professional therapist, it didn't send off a light bulb to say, you know what, I might need to reach out to somebody to see if I can find her some resources to deal with what she's got going on, because maybe that's the reason why she won't get no job and she won't work, and she'll rather just scum for money. So that's what we're saying. Like, you're saying you have these resources and credentials, But you're not using them to help her. You're just enabling her. You're only
Enabling
going
her.
to give her
I
money,
get that.
but not resources to move forward and get past this roadblock of not being able to provide for herself or her daughter. Again, feeding into and giving credence to what we have been saying. She does not want resources. She only wants the money, and you are helping her with that.
What I'm gonna say is this. Again,
Are you okay? I don't want you to feel attacked though.
no,
Do
I'm
you feel attacked?
fine. I am really
Okay.
fine.
Just checking.
So as
Okay.
far as the help that I gave her, I did make a video about that. So if you would like to have more detail about it, you can go look. It's the last video the second to last that I made as far as healthy helping. Okay. So I've already held myself accountable for healthy helping. Okay. And I haven't given anyone anything since Sunday. So and that's for the reason of overstepping my boundaries. I made that video on Sunday or Monday, maybe.
Thank you.
So if you want to know how I feel about healthy helping, then you can look at that. But as far as how to give someone resources or how people should ask for resources, I can't police that, okay? It's not my job to police that. Again, I'm not a therapist for people on this app. I'm just a mental health advocate and educator, but I'm not providing anybody with services on this app, as that is unethical and outside of the
Can
scope of
you
my
tell me
license.
what an
You know what?
advocate
I'll be honest with
does?
you. I'll be honest. As a person that does not have the certification pieces of paper that says that I am a therapist, I know for a fact that it's a lifestyle. Like, it's not just a thing that you can just turn. I wish I could just turn on and off. You know what I'm saying? Like, wanting to.
The piece comes in.
However,
That's where the advocate part comes in.
However, I am aware that, like I said, it is a lifestyle. So even if you feel like, well, you can't, or you know that you cannot give licensed therapy on the app, you know that it's a lifestyle. The way that you care for a person, your mindset shifts.
That's where the advocacy part comes in.
Right. So with this advocacy that you're saying that you are giving, right? You shouldn't have felt like there was a boundary that you were crossing within yourself to provide the certain level of care and advocacy that you say that you're trying to give other individuals. That is a contradiction, a walking contradiction is what I'm hearing.
What is contradictory about me over helping? I just confirmed what y'all said.
Hello, everybody.
Like, I don't have a problem being wrong, so I'm not arguing that my help wasn't as healthy as it could have been. I just told you I made a video about that, so I've already held myself accountable. So what are you saying?
Can I ask you a question?
I gotta go real quick.
Can
I
you
just want to ask a
can you
question.
take
Wait,
your
who was that? Who was that talking?
Gen X, can you
Again,
take your
it's
white
Quentin.
jacket off for 2 seconds and just be a human being and try and help
Held
someone
myself accountable.
without
How is that
that?
not
Because it
human?
seems like you keep putting yourself under that umbrella.
How
Sometimes
is
I
that
know
not
y'all take
human? I
yourselves
just said
away
I
from
held
that.
myself accountable. So how is that not human? I don't have a white coat on if I'm holding myself
I
accountable
know,
and
but every
saying,
time Rose keeps asking you a question, you're saying that's this, that's that, this,
and you
that's
know
that.
why?
Can
Because
you
I
just
feel
be
like
you and not those people,
I feel
your
like what's being
titles?
said is not what I'm saying.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Okay,
How
That's
are
maybe
you
not.
why.
All
doing? My
right, who was
name.
that
Maybe you
talking?
didn't get that
Hello.
Queen?
either.
Is that Queen?
Hello. Hi.
These
I just got a
boxes
quick
not lighting
question.
up for some reason.
I have a quick question. I gotta go. Therapist. You keep saying that you're a licensed therapist, but you're not even letting nobody talk. Like, I'm not understanding how you a
I keep
therapist and you
saying
won't
that.
even let
Do I
people
She's
keep
speak.
still
saying
human
that?
though, y'all. Come on now. She's still human.
Did I
No,
keep?
a
I'm a human
therapist. A
first.
therapist
Do I keep
listens.
Thanks
saying
for
that,
coming up, Patty.
do I keep saying that,
Listen,
or
a
do other
therapist. I
people
don't
bring up
care.
my profession?
I listen. See,
Did
look,
I
this is what I'm
bring up
talking
my
about. How you a
profession, or did
therapist?
other
See,
people
Okay,
I don't
bring
know
it up?
who
Queen
told
and
you.
therapist. Queen and
Thanks for
therapist. We're
coming up,
not getting
Patty.
anywhere where both of you guys are talking over each other. We cannot hear
Right,
both
that's
of
what I'm
y'all.
saying. I
Queen,
couldn't even finish my statement.
was Queen talking first, T?
Yes, I was talking
Yes.
Yeah.
first. Queen was
Okay,
talking
go ahead,
first.
Queen. And therapist, can you
All
please
I'm
stay on
saying is,
mute? When she's done, you can go ahead and rebuttal. Okay? Go ahead, Queen.
how can you be a therapist even outside of the therapy, like when they at home doing whatever they doing. I have a cousin who's a therapist. She'll sit there and listen instead of just reacting to everything before she says anything to anybody, because she don't even know what's really being said if you're gonna keep interjecting and cutting people off. Like, that's crazy. You have to listen to people to understand what's happening, what's going on, and what people are saying to you. Because if you don't know, then how you just gonna react like that? That's crazy. That's all I want to know. How you a therapist and you're not even listening to nobody? That's it.
Hey, guess what? Good after.
Wait a minute.
Hey, it's commercial time. Tap the screen, share the live, and gift the host, gift the panel. Have a wonderful day. And remember, hallelujah, welcome to the $2 line, weekday edition. Yeah.
I actually like that. That was
Thank you, Al.
that was good.
So let me say this. Again, being a therapist is my profession. And the advocacy part, the heart part of it, is what Rose was describing as the lifestyle. However, just because I'm a therapist does not mean that if I get emotionally charged by something, that I'm not going to respond. Just because I am a therapist does not mean that I am barred from any human,
Right.
any
Right.
emotion or human responses. So if y'all think that's what a therapist is, you want to go to a narcissist as your therapist, because they don't have empathy, they don't have remorse. So if you want me to respond with a monotone or respond when I feel like I'm being misrepresented, not attacked, but misrepresented, you're strangely mistaken. That's not what that means. Just like if you're an accountant, it doesn't mean that you're going to go around crunching numbers all day and providing free